1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. The 18 of my face up, cause I was out of the house and doing stuff. No easy Wi-Fi beverages, and I guess that's the way it goes. Down to the VHS, VHS, out of the VHS. Got no money, fucking crack, save it up for the Betamax. Down to the VHS, VHS, out of the VHS.
How could a great fish do such
Oh yeah, we still have this playing. Hello and welcome.
That's not part of the thing. Dump the VOD.
That's my
to make sure that things work because
yeah.
it's such a
That's my
long
test
tape.
So I can just leave it playing.
And it's like,
Is it not going to do anything? Have you just decided to shit out on me?
it's alright, I can reach it from.
But I'm
over
trying to
there.
rewind.
No. I'll get it.
It stopped just fine. Just
Hold on, I'm gonna just kind of. There you go, I've angled it.
drag it forward a little bit
I
more.
just
The
angled
lighting is super dark. I can change that.
It is! You like the super dark lighting. When we get set up in new houses whenever that's gonna happen, I'm gonna bring us a ring light that you're gonna hate. Or we could just do that. That'd be fun.
I don't like ring lights.
There we go.
No, that's a headache waiting to happen.
It's terrible. Ah, dear. What card are you going to go for? I'm still wearing my cardigan suit.
White.
I find that white isn't very white with those lights, and pink is more white.
Pink is more white.
Yeah, pink is more white. Well, light
here
pink.
it's not.
No, not this one. The pink that my Google sets it to is like really bright. Anyway, obscure tape time. What are we doing?
We missed a week.
We did, but we did that Zoom thingy because we were in lockdown.
We got re-locked down.
Just for a week. It's okay. We're back now, and now we've got the vaccine in Geelong. So, hooray!
I don't have it yet.
No, we don't have it yet
Oh,
either, but
just
I'm
give
probably
it-
going to get it before you because apparently I'm at risk.
Just give me the fucking vaccine already. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Like real talk. Anyway, before we actually get into talking about our weeks or fortnights or
Okay.
whatever, we got a little something. We got a little
surprise.
something. I got something to show you.
Apparently, it's a surprise for me.
Yeah, Chris knows all about this
Yeah, it's like
because
Chris
he did it.
Miss, which is why we're drinking gingerbread.
I respect it. I respect it. So Chris has been hard at work because remember how I mentioned to you that I'm not a big fan
of
of-
anything. Work.
well, life in
Yeah.
general, but
Yeah,
also
me either. Go on,
the
yeah.
art style. On the,
Oh.
Chris has been putting in the goddamn work.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so he's done us a thing.
He's done us a few things.
Okay, yeah, I suppose. Oh, that's cute. It's like cup heads. Nice.
So the idea is we use those characters for, obviously our spin-off show that hopefully starting on Monday, which we would have already started by now if lockdown hadn't happened.
Yes.
Yeah, and then these ones are for regular and
Oh.
cinema and stuff with Chris in there as well for when he features.
Okay. Cool. I like it. It didn't take up half as much time as I wanted it to.
Why did you want to take up more time?
We got a lot of short videos today.
Milsheen subbed. Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the little
like
How cool are they?
Mac the knife. What? Who likes the what?
The little alerts that I have for subs and stuff during this show. They're all rips from tapes that are in the intro.
I thought you did that already.
Yeah, no, ages ago. I'm just bragging about it again.
Talking about it.
I feel like I mentioned them maybe in the first episode, and we kind of just never talked about them again.
Okay. Nice. To keep our eyes and ears out for when we think we can find something that you like better. But I like the moon a lot because it reminds me of McDonald's. No,
I'm perfectly happy with them. Like that, it's not like I sit there and think, "Oh man, I wish I had something better to put in there." No, I kind of just like having them there. I think
that's not what I'm getting at. I'm just like, if we're watching something, go, you know what? That video would probably make a really good thingy-mabob.
I have my doubts that is likely to happen just because everything is already so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, we did go through the things. Oh, I like the drawing on my dress.
Yeah, he went all out, and now I am cupping your balls.
Ah, Chris, it looks like I've got shorts on, but I don't wear shorts. I wear a dress. It's an exercise dress. No, it looks good though. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm glad that we have
pumpkins. Also, my hair is very blue, which is funny because that's its normal
It looks
color.
so blue in the video.
In some of it, but then other is purple, and yeah, my hair is like hyper color.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. I love it. When you sent me the first one, I was so excited. I was so excited. Yes, that's exactly what I've been wanting. That exact kind of thing. Cool. Apparently, he painstakingly watched the VOD of the last cinema that I did.
Oh, I keep playing it for everyone because that's the only way you're gonna let me show it to people. I showed it to Sky when he came over yesterday to cut my tree down. I'm like, look, we're idiots. Painstakingly watched it just to get all of the little references in. Much like when he made me a wrestling character and he put monster feet. It's like, why do you know that I always wear monster feet? It's not something I talk about anywhere. But no, a couple of the VR videos you can see it, and he did stay over once where I wore monster feet. He just remembers everything. Which is why I thought it was hilarious that the last time he stayed over we watched a lot of trivia. Just so I can fill his head with things that he's not going to want or need if it's stuck there now.
That's rude.
It is rude.
So, what are we drinking today?
We're drinking Captain Morgan Spice Rum because I needed a couple of weeks off of carbs. I skipped the beers, so we're going for some straights. And if I can get things straight for $30 a bottle, it's pretty much the same amount of money I pay for beer anyway.
Why not? And if we get through the whole thing, we are going to be a little bit hammered.
That's fine. But the thing about the gingerbread spiced rum, not only do I think it's delicious, I'm a big fan of any spiced rum, but it's meant to be Christmassy. It's a Christmas thing, and it's still there, limited edition, and they're just trying to get rid of it. They're throwing it out the door. It's like $10 cheaper than normal.
No one's buying it.
No one's buying it.
Oh.
So it's cheap. Yeah.
Oh.
My week though. How's your week been going? You've been cleaning up the house still.
Cleaning up. As you can see, there's nothing behind us anymore. It's yeah.
I'd propose to do something to make it interesting, but if we're going to go through the whole process of setting up in a different place, it's not worth it yet.
Do it once and only once. But yes, so we're moving.
I'm not.
As in Torian. You asked how my week has been. I'm giving context.
I suppose we are moving because it's the show, right?
The show is moving. Not to a different channel, just to a different house. And not sure when it's going to be.
Or where it's going to be. You could end up in Scotland Yard.
I'd rather not end up in Scotland Yard if I can avoid it, but
So yeah. Moving. That's
yeah.
I can imagine.
Taking care of a kid, cleaning a house,
Yeah.
running back and forth, and I'm trying to go for walks every day.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm just fucking sore and tired all the time. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. I fell over and took all the skin off my knees, and now it's hard to like move my legs properly without it being hurting. I still walked over though. Yeah.
Ooch.
Yeah, ooch indeed. Week sucks. Life sucks. We had a whole lockdown and I spent most of it like, man, I would like deliberately go outside so I can run because that gets us out of the house when we're not meant to, and then nope, no, I can't. My legs are buggered. But I should have led with me because your moving house is the whole reason why we chose home improvement-y stuff 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Of course there was a goddamn lockdown, like...
Yeah, again. I mean, can we just be over with this section of our lives? It's really freaking annoying.
I'm spent. I'm so tired.
Alright, so I'm looking at all this and trying to figure out
An order.
And the order is really not coming to me very well because I was kind of like, you make this and then you do this and stuff. But on top of like what it's actually about, there are other reasons why I don't want to play things yet. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. This is how to build your own deck. So Pete, when you get your new house, if you want a deck, you'll know all about how to do it. And look, it says home.
Home, timber, and hardware.
Do you remember these plasticine dogs?
They still use them in the ads, don't they?
I have no idea. I don't watch television.
I don't watch it either, but I mean, I've never heard about them not using them.
Okay, so
and normally when things from like people's childhood changes, they get really angry about it. And so I imagine if they'd got rid of the
plasticine dogs for home, I don't even know if home hardware works because we've got Bunnings and we've got Mitre 10. Do we have a home hardware here?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Anyway, designing and building your own deck is easy when you start at home. Now, the reason I kind of wanted to put this one off a little bit is because the tape itself was absolutely ruined. It wouldn't play, it was buggered, all the bits were everywhere. I actually took this apart and
surgery.
I did the surgery.
We did surgery on a VHS tape.
I did, and I put all the tapes back in. I replaced all the springs. I went on YouTube to figure out how to do it properly, and it plays in my VCR, but only from there.
Okay.
So it might. I don't know if yours is going to eat it at the start. Hopefully it doesn't. But that little crimple is the very start of the video anyway. It's like the dogs come on just here. So as long as it doesn't eat it, and it can get past that little bit, then the rest of it will play fine.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Chuck it in. Let's get going.
So instead of doing like a deep dive on the video, I actually did a deep dive into the video.
Yeah. See, that's more interesting to me. I don't think there'd be much to say about this, right?
No, like it didn't really have... A lot of these ones, interestingly enough, don't have credits. So, like, there's people talking in it, and they didn't even get credited. Like, what? But, I mean, that has to be against the Screen Guild's TOS or something, right?
I mean, you'd have to be part of the guild for it to matter, I imagine.
Oh, listen to that. And we're going!
Yay!
I did VHS surgery! Can I label myself as, like, on my resume, a VHS technician?
Surgeon.
I'm like professional now. There's those dogs.
Oh. Welcome to the Build Your Own Decking video from Home Hardware.
This looks interesting. Hey, wake up, Sandy. They're going to show us how to build our own decking on this video.
Our own decking?
That's what he said.
But how are we going to build it?
We don't have
let's watch and see.
So that implies to me that the idea was you watch it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to decking, Home Hardware have it all. The deck is no longer
That's a nice looking deck.
Construction.
That's
It's now a
nice
multi-purpose
looking
design,
deck.
limited only by your imagination. When it comes to entertainment and relaxation, you're the expert.
work the dogs
At Home
anymore.
Hardware,
Aren't
we
you
can help
watching?
you to design that special deck in any number of styles.
Me.
At Home Hardware, we'll
the
assist
TV,
you with
you
everything
butthead.
and
Yeah,
all
you got to
within a
build us a
budget to
deck
suit
when we
you.
get a new house.
So why not get started at home
Yeah, you.
today? Of the many do-it-yourself designs, Home Hardware has produced this video to show you how to build a raised deck with handrails and steps.
They have
The
a
principles and
Home Hardware
procedures
between-
are common to most Home Hardware decking designs.
windy.
This
and,
example also incorporates a pergola, and some of the posts are common to both structures. For detailed information on pergola construction, Home Hardware
You know,
have
I find
produced a
amazing about
do-it-yourself
this video.
pergola video.
Is it filmed in windy?
Because your deck will be exposed to
must be.
sun, rain, wear
I
and
find it
tear,
amazing that they're
durable
gonna teach
timbers
you how to
must be
build
selected.
a whole
Hardwood or
outside
treated
area.
pine for beams,
But the video
joists
says
or
it
posts,
goes for
but
11
Oregon
minutes.
or local hardwoods for posts
Is that
must
how
be
easy
attached
it
to
is?
metal footing.
Should we become
Large range
tradies?
of
I
decking
mean,
timbers
it's...
is available.
No, I don't.
If
I
we
wanna
can
be
learn how to
trading.
do it in
Decking
11
can be dressed
minutes.
for smooth walking surfaces.
Well, I
with the
imagine
two
you only
top
need to
side
see,
edges
like,
beveled
the
or
first
rounded
3
to
bolts
ensure
put
no
down.
splinters in bare areas.
Like,
Alternatively,
Well, then the
there
rest
is a
of it is just
selection of
tedium.
reeded timbers,
I'd
which
watch
provide
that.
a non-slip surface
Okay,
ideal
so
for swimming
I'll
pool
let you in.
areas.
No, I'll talk about it later.
You should check council regulations regarding permits and acceptability of your intended location and the construction and footing requirements.
We have to pay, like,
Draw a
things.
simple scale plan of what you want to do and take this to your local
First,
Home Hardware
go
store
to Home
where the friendly
Hardware
staff will show you the
and
timber
buy all
selection
this
and advise on
Yeah,
lengths that
couple
will
of
save you
grand.
time, money and lots of offcuts.
And a dream.
Priming
lots of
or
offcuts.
staining of all decking timber before
Next
you
series
start
we-
is a good
I
idea.
mean,
It prevents
we
the
have
timber
sort
from
of
deteriorating
very,
and it's
very,
easy to
very
cover all surfaces at this stage.
Basically talked about that kind of a
Site
deal.
preparation
Yeah,
is
that would
important,
be an interesting
as
thing,
the
like,
area
to do,
below
like, a
the deck
one
is often
episode
not
a
easily
month
accessed.
sort of thing, and
Poor
we take
drainage
one of
must
our
be
videos
avoided,
that we've
as
already
it leads to
watched
footing
and
problems
apply
and
it,
water accumulation.
and like film ourselves applying
after
it.
Further
watching
undergrowth can be minimised
You know,
by
yeah,
laying
we have-
plastic
yeah,
sheeting
I'll get
or weed
myself
mat
that.
and covering with crushed
Yeah.
rock or pine bark. The first step is to prepare the ledger,
spirits.
which will be bolted to the house wall
Is it
and supports the
flavorful enough,
deck.
eh?
Start
You
by
don't have to
measuring
colour
and
it,
cutting the
colour it.
ledger to length.
Mix it.
It's nice.
Marks should be placed on the wall at what will be the top edge of the
Tastes
ledger.
enough like rum.
To calculate this height, subtract
nice
the height of the
gingerbread
floor
out.
joists and decking timber from the overall height of the deck. Lift the ledger into position, check that it is at the intended height
wish they'd
and is
had,
level, and drill into the brickwork.
Proper, or at least I wish I had
Using
looked
suitable
to make sure
masonry
it didn't have
expansion
proper,
bolts, place a bolt in the centre
credits, because
first, then
I
recheck level
recognise
and
the guy
height,
talking.
repeating
He's
the
been on,
procedure
like,
for
a
all
lot
the
of
remaining
ads and
bolts.
stuff.
He does
He's-
everything,
He's
yeah.
just the over.
There are two
voice
methods
guy.
of marking out the
But this
intended
guy with
deck
the
and
mullet.
post location.
I wanna know who
and you
this
should
guy
use
with
the
the
method
mullet
that
is.
best suits your deck.
Just
Still
some.
work at
The first is to
Minor
peg out the entire structure with string lines,
hardware.
starting by
But look
running
at those
lines out at
jorts.
90 degrees from the house at each end
You
of the
really want a
ledger.
deck now, for real?
Then measure out to the distance of the corner
Oh.
posts and run
Well,
a
pay
third line,
attention.
the length of the deck.
And then stay tuned on.
Check
on
for square
Pete's
by
YouTube
measuring
channel when the
diagonals
actual
and
full
adjusting
video
the strings
goes up.
that are at 90 degrees
Because
to
I've
the
been doing
house
that lately.
until the diagonal measurements are
They've
equal.
been,
To later
sneaking
assist
on
in
there.
post lengths, use a spirit level and check that the
Oh,
string
that's
lines
something
are
I
level.
found interesting about
Then measure
YouTube
from the
was,
string line to the top of the
I
intended
can't
deck
add a
at the
video
house wall.
after it's been uploaded to a playlist of yours, but I
Post
can
locations
add it
can now
as
be
I'm
established by measuring along the strings
Okay.
to the
Yes,
distances indicated on your plan and a stake placed at each location. The second method of marking out
They
is
did
to run a
make the
string line
playlist
along the end
collaborative,
wall of
but-
the
Yeah, I
house
went in and I
and
fixed
out
it
past
and
the
made it
corner
even
of the
more
intended
collaborative. It didn't
deck.
help.
Next,
Just means that I
temporarily
can add
stand
to
and
it
brace the corner post
as I'm
in its
uploading.
approximate location. Then place one end of a floor joist on the ledger
Oh
and
no!
clamp
Did
the
you
other
see that
end
guy
to the temporary
nailing? He had a
post.
little black thing on his nail, which
Check
means he's
square
obviously
by
hit his
measuring from
finger
the string line
with
reference to
handle
the
for
joist.
That
Then
was the
measure
recently.
spirit
uncut.
level,
Yeah,
the
recently.
check level, and that the
Ah,
post
you
is
hit your
plumb.
finger, cut.
Mark the post location on the ground and repeat the procedure
Maybe we
using the
shouldn't have
reference
got an
string
actor
line
to
to
pretend to
ensure
build the
square.
deck.
Whoops.
With this method of
first
marking out,
mistake.
you'll need to remove the temporary frames and dig the post holes to the required
You get
specifications.
someone who
With
looks
the string
nice who
line
hits
method,
their fingers,
the strings can
or
stay
you
in
get
place.
someone with a mullet and jorts.
Yeah.
Mix
that's
the
it.
concrete to the correct consistency and pour a footing into each
The
hole.
bloopers video.
The concrete
See,
should be
bloopers
allowed to
videos
cure
would be
before
great.
proceeding.
Like any of the tapes.
If your
we've
deck
really
requires a
watched.
footing
yeah.
to
I feel like
prepare and pour this at the same
everything
time.
we've watched has just been like the kind of
Next,
thing where
calculate post lengths. Start by measuring from the
The-
string
the
line to the concrete
obscurity-
footing
That
and
crotch shot is
adding
not
that distance to the
necessary.
distance
totally
from the string line to the deck
He's a
as
man.
earlier
He's
calculated.
a real Aussie man.
Alternatively, repeat the
Real
second
manly
markout procedure,
things.
standing
Look
the
how
temporary
manly
post on
he
the
is.
footing and measuring from the footing to the top of the joist.
You know what he
and add
doesn't
the
have
decking
though? He
thickness
doesn't
to
have those
establish
socks
post length.
that cover your socks and shoes.
If
so
the
gravel
posts are
doesn't
to
go in
continue
your
through
shoes.
the deck to support the handrails, or there is to be a pergola above the deck,
All the
then these
tradies-
distances should be
All
added
the tradies
when
around our
calculating the
area
lengths
wear
of the
those, and I
posts.
look at them and go, "That's cool."
Now Now
I want
measure,
those.
mark and cut all posts to length. If your design requires, shape
this
the
guy
top
would
of
call
the
them
post accordingly.
snowflakes.
If your design
Yeah,
requires the
he
post to be
would.
notched to accommodate the bearers, measure and mark the bearer
Go drink
locations
your
on the
Abo
post
and toast
and notch
drink.
out the section. Stand and brace all posts in position and use a spirit level to check for plumb. The
I
next
didn't know we were
stage
gonna
is
do
to
ghost
prepare the
hunting.
main bearers by firstly measuring and cutting them to
He's
length.
using spirit modes.
Then measure and mark bolt locations on all post centres and pre-drill.
Apparently the
Well, you
spirits...
do need the ghost's permission
If there is
to
more
build,
than one
right?
length of
Yeah,
bearer,
and the spirits
joins
tell him what
must
the things are,
coincide
like,
with
straight on
post
them.
centres. Lift and temporarily clamp the bearer to the posts, then using a timber and spirit level, check the bearer is at the same height as the ledger and check the post to be plumb and square. Then drill and bolt the bearer to the post.
I'm sure it was straight. I'm sure
Next,
it was.
cut all floor joists to the length indicated on your plan.
Yeah, they're checking
Pre-mark
for
joist
fruits.
locations on the top edge of
get
both
it.
bearer and ledger,
said
then
plumb.
skew nail each end joist into position.
He did. I remember
Ensure
that when
the
it was
structure is square to the
recording.
house and that posts
Plumb.
are plumb and concrete the posts into position.
Plum.
If the posts are supported by metal shoes, then a wet concrete mix should be poured
Exactly,
and allowed
you
to
need
cure
permission.
before proceeding. If, however, treated pine posts are going straight into the ground, the hole should be filled 50 millimetres at a time with a dry mixed concrete and compacted. When fitting the remainder of the joists, place a timber across them to check that they are all at the
learned
same
so
height,
much already.
then fit the support
This
straps.
is not like a for everyone
This
video,
completes
is it?
your framing,
No,
so you can now remove
I
any
think this is
strings,
for people
temporary
who already
braces
know
and
what they're kind
pegs.
of doing.
The next stage is to install the decking.
Oh.
Decking should be started from the
What do you
house
mean the
and
next
work
stage?
outward.
That's what we're all
If the
doing,
timber is of
right?
varied
Yeah, I thought that was the
lengths,
point.
make sure joints
Oh,
are
that was
staggered
close.
and that they are butt on a joist.
Quack, quack.
It is
Hit
better
it.
to cut
Oh.
the individual boards as you
Yeah,
go.
see, now he's moved his thumb. He's like, oh, that was
Two
dangerous.
galvanised nails should be placed at each joist, and nail holes should be pre-drilled to
What's a
prevent the
joist?
timber from splitting. Decking boards are usually spaced so the surface is free draining, but spaced close enough to prevent small articles or high heels going between the boards.
High heels.
Ensure
Those
that the
women
timbers
in
are
their
laid
high
straight
heels.
by easing into line as you nail. Periodically check that the boards are parallel by measuring from the first board. When you reach
This
the
guy's
outer
really
edge of the
taking his own
deck,
life
secure
into his
boards
hands,
flush
huh?
with the
Like-
outer edge of the floor joists. To produce a clean straight
He's
end,
got one
cut
afternoon
boards
to
to allow
film
for a
this.
slight overhang at the ends of the deck. Then cut off the
We're not
excess
paying
when you
him by the
finish
hour.
laying all of the decking.
Cut off the excess.
Next is the addition of the railings. Cut the rail timbers to length, then pre-mark the location of each rail on the posts and secure into position. If you intend to use an infill style of balustrade, the bottom channel should be supported to prevent sagging. Cut
I
and
like
secure
the
the support
pencil
timber
behind the
between
ear.
the posts, then cut the bottom channel and secure it to both posts and support.
And support.
Next, cut the end channels to length and
See?
fix them to the posts, ensuring
And
that they are
behind
flush
the
with the
ear.
bottom channel.
We've got 11 minutes to build a deck. Go.
Go.
What?
The inside size and place it in
Yeah,
the
this
channel.
isn't edited. This is live footage.
Next, cut the top channel to length and place it onto the infill and nail to both posts and end channels.
Did you see those lovely
Finally,
45-degree
cut and
angles?
fill
Did
the
he do that
handrail.
freehand?
The spirit
The next
guided him,
stage
right?
is to
The
construct
spirit
the
guided
steps.
him.
Look at that
The
buns.
steps with the wall of the structure and will not
I
require
see a couple
handrails.
I fancy.
If, however, your steps are at a greater height, handrails may be
What are you doing?
compulsory.
Are you paying
must
attention?
check
You've got to build
regulations
this a
regarding
deck
the
after
requirements
this.
for infills,
Yeah.
railings,
We've
steps,
already got
and
one here. You
handrails.
just have to build it on
Start
the
by
blue
measuring
bars.
and cutting the stringers to length. Then cut each end at the
Don't go back
appropriate
too
angle and cut the tip of the bottom of the
If you
stringer
knock
to
that
90
table,
degrees.
you may disrupt the stream.
Measure along the stringer and place marks at the location of the bottom of each step. Then using an adjustable square, draw a line at each mark,
Not the
parallel to the bottom
knees.
of the stringer.
Not the knees.
Cut each cleat to length and nail to the stringer at the pre-marked location.
Wait, what are these things? Cleats.
You're gonna nail
Sit
it
the
up
first
to your
stringer
house
into
and tie
position
it to the
and secure it to the
ground.
bearer or joist and
Hell
posts
yeah, dude.
and check for square.
You've made a
Then
deck.
fit the second stringer, sighting it with the
For,
first,
like,
and measure to check
significantly
that they are
less.
parallel. Finally, cut the stair treads to length and skew nail them to the stringers and into the
What
cleats.
does skew nail mean? Does that mean
The
the
stringers should be
45-degree
prevented from
angle?
movement
Oh, he's
by
making
securing
steps.
to the
That's what
bottom
he's doing.
posts if there are handrails or bracketed to a footing. Well, that's it for construction of the deck. The only other thing is to trim any timbers, sand off where necessary, and if required, give a final coat of varnish or timber treatment. Now you can sit back and relax, knowing that your new home hardware deck will add value to your home and provide an area for years
Thanks,
of
Chris.
family
I did
enjoyment.
read that in his voice, by the way.
Talk to us at Home Hardware, and
There we
you'll
go.
find that when it comes to decking, we've got the lot.
Stop scratching at my legs. I'm missing skin. Buddy. Home hardware.
And don't forget,
Puppy's back.
everything you need to build your deck is available at Home Hardware.
The end. Go buy some stuff from our store. But
Archie, worst possible time, buddy.
Yeah, I'm about to... No, just relax for a little bit then. Alright. You idiot. So, after you've built your new deck, you know, you're going to want to have to clean it off, right? You don't want a dirty deck.
I mean, you should probably wash your deck, yeah.
You should always wash your deck. Make sure to peel back any excess and clean under all the bits. Get that deck nice and clean. This video... Can you pronounce an A with upsilangs? Oh no, don't rewind it!
It's too late.
Oh no! Oh no! Arch down quick. We have to save the VCR.
I completely forgot. I'm sorry.
The VHS doesn't matter because I've already backed it up. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, that was close. Oh boy. Okay, so this video is... I don't know how to say that. It says Karcher. It's a German thing. And then it's actually in German. Like it says, on Wender video, Hockenschnickenmender.
Oh no.
Use a video of high pressure cleaners.
Oh,
So this is a high pressure cleaner instructional video.
From Germany to
Germany.
Australia.
It's
Thank
got
you,
a
Germany.
it's got a Italian number, but you know we can't ring Germany from here.
Well, we can. It's just expensive.
I suggest we watch this video more than once today.
We'll see. We'll see how we go for time.
Sure. There's no talking.
Oh god.
It's like German music video, but high pressure cleaners, and it's a bop.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, this is gonna be the new intro music, right?
Oh, maybe. If it bangs hard enough. Although Dawn of the VHS is pretty good. Maybe we need to get James to remix it.
I mean the other one. The Please Waiting.
Oh, right. Yeah, I could probably do that. I can add it in. If you give me the rip.
Put it in the rotation. Yeah, I'll put it up on YouTube. Hmm? Yeah. What's that say? Inebriator.
Inebriator.
Okay, so we click the thing in the thing.
Twist.
Click it
Plug it
into
in.
the
Twist.
other thing. And we've also got to
Put
put
the hose
the
on.
hose on it, yeah. Make sure the hose is connected.
Connect the hose to the tap. Plug it in.
Do you have a plug outside? I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, everything has got batteries. So.
We've got two on the decking. Because we've already got decking.
Yeah, so moving.
Till we move.
And Wengerstürden, the Kirschenscher. This bit. Clean that shovel. I like how the music changed when it was instructional to just showing off. It's like, yeah, now you can just clean things.
Look at
Let's
that.
go back.
Oh yeah, check out that decking. Cleaning that decking. Oh, even the rug.
Wow, it even does rugs?
Oh, don't forget about the bathroom.
That's not the bathroom, that's the gas
locker
chamber,
room.
right?
Oh, the gas. Oh.
Yeah, it's where you
Oh.
like smoke meats and stuff.
Oh, and look, Chris made the symbol joke. Are we cancelled?
It did look like it didn't look like a bathroom to me. It looked like the bathrooms they had over at the John Jail. Sounderskubender. I love this video.
It is a pretty banging tune. Done. VHS.
In this particular attachment. Hey, look! Yeah, we're cleaning the decking. Awesome.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I really have to pee already, but I'm enjoying these tunes.
Oh, it's okay. This video only goes for like... Well, you want to pause it?
No, I want to keep listening to the tunes.
Okay. As I said, these videos only go a short amount of time. Blow that horn. The Karcher enema machine.
There's a shower attachment. I know, right? Have you ever had a shower somewhere where the shower pressure just fucking, like...
Pull your skin off?
No, next to nothing. Like when
it just dribbles out?
Sucks. Yeah. It's the worst. When I moved out of my parents' place in with Skylar, and I had my first shower there, I was like, this is fucking heaven. This is... This is fucking heaven, dude.
Because he had one of those systems where the hot water would never go like under lukewarm, right, as well?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we've got something similar here, actually. But the other thing I used to love to do when I lived there was I would have a bath, but I'd move my computer in. And I would just like play games and like talk to people and watch Twitch and stuff.
You know, I constantly sit on my phone in the bath.
Oh, not on my phone. I know that you do send me photos and stuff. Yeah, we know you're a freak and you love your cold water showers, Chris. We know.
He's not a freak. He's using it as some sort of a weight loss method.
Is that real?
Yeah, it makes his body work harder to stay warm by freezing it in the morning.
Is that real?
I don't know about how real, like, science-wise it is, but that's why he does it, yeah.
Is that a real thing, Chris?
Tricks your metabolism. So, like,
I don't want to have cold showers, but I do want to lose weight.
You know what another way of losing weight is?
I'm eating so much less than I'm walking, so hopefully that'll help.
Not eating. As Dr. Rudy says, eat less.
I love food though, dude. I love
too.
food so much. The idea of going to a restaurant and only having half my meal horrifies me. It's so delicious, man.
What is this? This isn't a high pressure. Is this the same high pressure system? It's got a street sweeper on it as well.
Well, I'm not starting swimming.
And a
Can't be
vacuum?
bothered learning.
No, we're not allowed to swim yet. Because I do water aerobics. When it's not the pandemic, which means I haven't done it for like a year and a half. God damn it.
It's crazy that it's been that fucking long, huh?
Yeah, I just got one of those, like, many visit passes because I'm on disability. So I could just go to the pool and use everything instead of paying out of the nose to try and use each little individual bit. And yeah, lockdown happened. But I used to love sitting in the sauna for a little bit. Nice on the knuckles.
I changed my mind about what I'm going to do with this.
Oh yeah? What are you going to do with it?
This video is going to be our new credits.
What, just the whole thing?
Yep.
Like one episode or all of them?
All of them.
Oh no!
Going forward.
Going forward, this...
I'm going to have them actually pop up on the screen. It's going to be brilliant. And when I can be bothered editing it.
Oh man. Not for this show. I like
Oh yeah,
the
for this
punk
show.
rock.
No, the intro is still going to be... I mean the end credits.
Oh, the end credits. I'll just have this play with the end credits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
have
great.
the video play.
Yeah. But with the credits over top of it,
Yeah.
something, yeah. Don't forget the drop shadow. There we go. It's 6 minutes 40. I think it said like 8 minutes on it. It didn't even last that long.
Unless there's more.
There's not.
Oh.
You can go pee now.
I can go pee now. I'll finish my drink first.
Okay. Here. How cool is that music? And how cool is it that it does nothing but like...
It's like barely an ad. It's literally just like a... Here's our thing, I guess.
Yeah, this one needs to sit next to the Image Bank video, seriously.
It's better than Image Bank.
It is.
I need to say, that may be my favourite short video we've ever had. Dare I say it?
Yeah, as I said, we should probably watch it again later when we want to clean off one of the other videos. We just cleaned off our deck. We'll clean off one of the other ones.
Urination time. Sure hits you, doesn't it? Ooh.
The ending part did sound like a... Because the more you know is twice the battle and stuff.
No, it's half the battle.
more you battle, it's twice the knowing. Alright, what are we going to watch next? So we watched Building a Deck with the puppy dogs. Then we washed it off with the Auschwitz water sprayer thing, whatever that is. So, I guess let's put it to the vote. What you want to watch next? Do we want to watch the Ryobi welding tips video or Wall Magic, which is still in its shrink wrap and we haven't unpacked it and I don't even know what's on here yet? We're gonna watch it today eventually, but should we watch welding tips first and then go inside the house? I think that's a good idea, actually. Why should I even ask you what we're gonna do if I'm gonna make up my mind myself? We're still gonna stay out in the shed. We're gonna do welding first, and then we'll work our way inside the house. So yeah, the wall magic we can wait for, and then the last video is the half-hour long one. So yes. To wait for, worth waiting for. The funny thing about a couple of these tapes is that we don't actually have the original covers to them. I don't know where they've gone.
Which?
Not any of them. Like that, I don't know that
Some
one.
of them probably didn't.
That one probably didn't have a cover, but this one's just in plastic. But the bottom one doesn't have a proper cover, and this one doesn't have a proper cover. So I just talked about what we're going to do. I figured out a deliberate.
I cut for the rest of the episode.
Because you only want a small amount, and you're going to take shots.
What do you mean? I'll pretty much just take shots.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So what we're doing is we're going to start outside and work our way inside.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So we're outside now. We're going to go into the shed now. We're doing.
Oh, we're doing the shed.
Well, so this is Ryobi Welder's video, welding tips for beginners. We're going to learn how to do some welding.
Sounds.
Now,
Shit.
do you remember
Let's go.
Ryobi's ads at all?
No.
Ryobi used to have this ad where there was this samurai that cut Ryobi's logo in half.
Cool.
It's on here.
Oh, I was going to say, hopefully it's on there.
Yeah, it's on here.
If I play the ad with my controller, I can be the samurai.
Maybe. Oh no. Is that too far? Do I have to rewound it a little more? Or is that the very start of the video? There we go. I missed the samurai.
I'm not miss the samurai. How to weld? Don't. I mean, you can totally not.
Yeah, you don't have to weld.
Because we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
We're about to learn how.
Yeah. Do you think that's someone who actually knows how to use a sword?
No, I don't.
Looks like my little brother when he was playing with these like lightsabers and stuff.
Some people reckon that
Oh, there you
welding
go.
is as much an art as a trade, and certainly the old masters.
Again, I recognize his voice, but this video didn't have credits, so I don't know who he is.
Especially with Ryobi's
He's posted on Twitter with the hashtag Who's This Cockhead.
I mean, I could just ask Reese, he'd probably know.
So this is
If anyone's gonna know.
If anyone's going to know, Reese is.
Or James.
For job preparation and
Yeah.
basic welding techniques. But first,
If
the most
neither of those
important
two
item
know,
of
I
all,
assume nobody
safety.
does.
Yeah, pretty much.
While welding with today's equipment is much safer than the old ways, you still need to exercise safety and
Much
care.
safer than the old
Now,
ways.
let's talk about safety.
The olden ways.
It's all pretty simple,
Olden
really.
ways.
But you are using electricity, so follow the normal safety steps when using such a device.
What was welding in the
Remember
olden
also,
days?
the things do get pretty hot at the business end.
I don't
so
know,
always
probably
wear
similar, but
long
more
leather gloves.
dangerous.
And
Did
there
they
should
have to
be
put
no
the
other
welding
materials
thing in the
nearby,
fire until
because
it got
when the
hot?
sparks fly,
Maybe.
enough said.
Archie.
Finally, never
I made
weld
room for
without
you.
an approved safety shield with the correct glass. This
See?
is a
Yeah,
must.
you're part of the cast.
As a matter of fact, you should consult your owner's manual before you start anyway. After safety comes the startup. With the job at hand, you must make sure the
I'm gonna move
earthing
these
plant
controls
makes
out of
good
the way,
contact.
actually, 'cause I
The
don't want them
workpiece
getting knocked
should
down.
be
They're a bit
clean,
valuable.
free from rust and paint. You can clean it with
And
a
one of
wire
them's
brush
purple and
supplied.
orange, and I like it.
Better still, use a
Jesus,
grinder
right
to
on the
use
microphone.
Sorry.
surface for welding.
Rip headphone users.
The job should be secured with
Oh, we got
clamps
some
or a
angle
vise if
grinding.
necessary to provide
I thought we were doing
stable
welding.
base for welding. Attach the
Yeah,
earthing
you
clamp
gotta
and
make a
you're ready.
base for welding.
An earthing
An arc
clamp.
welder
Yeah,
requires
for
an
a
electrode
base.
with
You
flux
need to
on
make a
the
base.
outside.
Preferably
You
an
fix the
underground
electrode in
base,
the holder
just in
like
case,
this,
the
and you're
world
ready.
comes to
Arc
an
welder
I
end.
don't know what
is the
welding is.
traditional
I've
method
never
where the
understood it.
operator strikes an
I
arc
think
with
it's
an
just
electrode
melting bits of
clamped in
metal
a holder.
together, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Draws
but
a
like,
fraction from the metal and makes
how?
the weld. It's a wonderful skill.
Well, you get some jet fuel and apply it to some steel
Of
beams.
course,
Jet
the key
fuel
to any
doesn't melt
successful
steel
welding
beams,
job
Pete.
Is the right combination of amperage and electrode. Now, on the subject of electrodes, always
Have you ever
remember
had to weld
Scarier
it?
soldering.
electrodes
Can we
in
call it
full
scarier
drive
soldering
base.
from now on?
Damp or damaged electrodes make it almost impossible to weld correctly.
Bang! Bing bang!
Jesus.
Bang bang ding! Bing bang bang bang!
Also ensure that
We
the
get some
electrodes you're
fireworks.
going to use
I bet you didn't
are the
expect some
correct
fireworks
ones for
in the
your
Home
I
Improvement
didn't
episode.
expect fireworks.
Just check the thickness of the metal you're welding, then refer to the chart here on the machine.
You know why I think this guy's
to
voice
confirm
might be
the type of
familiar?
electrode
Because
He
he's
has a
Australian.
very generic
Ryobi
voice.
makes it easy for you with charts like this.
He has
So,
the
for
Aussie
example,
TV
if you
voice
wanted to
from like the
arc weld
80s
a
and
metal
90s.
between
No, he used to tell
1.2
Larry
and
Edna to come on The
1.5
Price is
millimeter
Right.
stick.
That's where he is.
You just check the chart. And the answer is a
Hello,
1.6
he is
millimeter
Johnny
electrode.
Well, God of
Check the
Welding.
electrode
I missed
size
that.
against the amperage
Love
scale,
that.
and it reads 40 amps.
Well, yeah. No, he obviously
So,
doesn't
having
know
checked the
anything
chart
about. Look at his
and set up
eyes.
your
They're glazed
machine,
over like
you're ready to weld.
what was
And
Criswell's?
your aim is
They're
to
glazed
get
over
the
like
job.
Criswell's eyes. He's reading off
Welding
a
is about
teleprompter.
fusing
Come
metal
on.
together.
Of course he is.
If you don't get the correct
He's not a
method,
god of
you
anything.
won't
No,
get
but
a
he's
strong
just
weld.
not the god of speaking on camera. He knows what he's saying, it's just,
No, he's one of those guys that did 100 of these videos a day, and it didn't matter what they were about. He knew nothing
they're
about welding.
all about welding.
The electrode
Okay.
about 1
When they
millimeter
want to know
wide
about
diameter.
welding, they come to
And with the
me.
electrode 30 to 40 degrees to the job, you run it
Oh,
like
it's
this,
not right anyway.
drawing it from left to right. This is the basic welding skill.
He's making. I
that may
mean,
take
I
some
hope
practice
not.
to
That
master.
seems. Oy. Out of metal.
Understand that the weld
I
is
mean,
made
if
by
that's what you're
feeding
into.
the electrode into
The
the molten
cold
pool
steel
and
feel.
moving the electrode
That's what they'd
along
call
the
that.
joint at
That
30
one.
to
They'd
40
call it the
degree
cold steel
angle
feel.
at a speed needed to deposit the required size of weld. Watch
That little
closely
hammer's
as
got
I
a
show
brush
you
on its
what
back.
It looks like.
It
when
looks
the
like a little
electrode is
hedgehog.
Too close.
Too close.
When it's too far,
Too far.
and when you have it just right. This is what you need to be seeing the electrode
called the
about
Goldilocks
1
zone.
millimeter from the job at 30 to 40 degrees.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
This is the result. You can see the difference. This is too close, this is too far, and this is what we are aiming for, a good consistent bead with good penetration. Looks great, doesn't it? Obviously, it
A
takes
good
practice
consistent
to achieve
bead
a
with
weld
good
like this.
penetration.
But you
There
can
we go.
appreciate the possibilities
Found it.
from this
Boy.
brief introduction. It would pay you to get some pieces
yeah.
of scrap metal and practice before you start. Now we'll have a look at some handy tips. If the weld to be made is long, then spot welds called tacks can be used to hold the metal pieces in position before completing the weld. Just place the spot welds at intervals along the line of the weld. If the material to be welded is of a thickness up to 6 millimeters, it is possible to weld it in one pass. But if the material is over 6 millimeters, it is recommended
I like it.
to prepare the metal like this. And run a number of welds along the line until the gap is filled.
Careful, Archie.
You ever used a flashlight with good consistent beads in it, Andrew?
And remember,
It's a
always
different
match the
situation
electrode
then.
to the
A
material
much
being welded.
different sensation.
Now, before you go, your Ryobi welder, like all
Love me a
welders,
good
is
consistent
fitted
bead
with a
with my
thermal
good
overload
penetration.
switch. This switch protects your welder from damage due to overheating. If your welder gets too hot, it'll automatically shut down until it
He
cools.
didn't deny it.
The
No,
recovery time will depend
he just
on the
laughed until he
surrounding
didn't have
temperature.
an arse anymore.
So that's arc welding, the traditional method where the operator strikes an arc with an electrode clamped in a holder, withdraws the rod a fraction from the metal and makes the weld. And as I said, it's a wonderful skill. So in
Wonderful.
brief, that's the new story of arc welding
It's a
with the
wonderful
Ryobi arc
Too
welder.
cheap to buy a
A
flashlight.
practical way of welding, and
You'll just have to settle for a real person.
Ryobi
I nearly
quality.
bought one a few months ago because the
Like
the
any
one with
activity in sport
bat
or
wings
work,
for
with
labia
good hand-eye
came back on the market, and I'm like,
coordination is important. The secret of getting it right is
I just want to put
practice,
that on my
practice,
shelf.
practice. If you want a
I want to
short
show
list
it
of
off.
points to remember with arc welding,
Look what I
remember
got.
these. Get the amperage
That's okay.
right
Sam's
for the
beside
charge
went
provided.
through our old
Check you have the right
drawer
electrode. Use
of-
the
of
correct angle.
toys and threw
Arc
most of
weld
them
left
out.
to right.
Right.
And
And
but she
don't
kept
forget the
her
safety aspect of
sexy
in
whips,
preparation
cat
for
and
welding.
nine-taily things. But not just that.
And use
I
the
said,
right
well, why
gear.
don't we display them? I put them up on the wall. And she's like, okay, where? And I'm like,
Well,
next to the
as
toilet.
they
Mum can
say,
see them.
that's a wrap for this video.
She's like, all right,
On behalf
so that's
of
where they are.
everybody, just wishing you happy welding, and thanks for your attention.
By the way, she's awake.
Morning, Sam.
Morning. So she's not watching, but she's
she's
awake.
not watching.
She's messaging me going, can I have salt and vinegar chips and some chocolate bullets and a bag of lollies?
I feel like light and tangy chips. I'm not going to get them.
I don't want any potato crisps, thank you.
I really like the flavour of light and tangy. I wish it came in anything else.
Light and tangy is salad dressing flavored, yeah?
No one really knows what it is.
I think
I've
it's salad.
googled it and people have been trying to figure it out. It's like
really
supercharged
think
sauce. It's one of those things where people don't just fully know what it is.
Supercharged
They can get
is
close.
hot sauce and vinegar.
No, it's not.
It's close. But that's what my taste buds say. I'm not exactly a super taster, but occasionally you will put things in my mouth and go, what is that? And I'll get it right. But I'm not a super taster. I don't claim to be. But that's
the end of
just
that one.
kind of what I feel. Oh, yeah. These
Welding
are...
is boring as fuck. I'm glad that's not my job, dude.
That was 8 minutes.
Felt like 20.
Okay, so I left the video at home deliberately because I didn't want to watch it today. And I was going to plan on watching it, but I thought, I'm not up for it.
You
You're
once
not up for
phoned
it.
a soft drink place to ask what flavour Portello was. Did you get an answer? Sorry, keep going.
Portello. I don't know what that is either. It's just, yeah, no idea with that one. Do you remember, because we've watched it before, Making It with Triton? It's this
think so.
video with this guy, with this nerdy guy with a beard, and he's telling you how to make woodwork on a Triton. And a Triton is a workbench with a
Yeah.
saw on it, and you move it around.
No, I remember.
And I ripped
Yeah.
it, and it went for 4 hours.
4 fucking hours! That's
So-
a two-parter right there.
So we have to watch that one
Oh
on
my
a separate day.
God.
I was actually just thinking, we got a bottle of whiskey, I'll just bring it, it'll be funny. But I woke up this morning and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, nope. But
Totally not. Oh my god, dude.
so we have 2 more videos left today. Luckily we got saved. I only ripped this one this morning.
Yeah.
This one came from your box.
Yeah.
So I cleaned out all of your stuff and put it in the right orders in my shed and stuff. And I found this one, Household Hints with Maggie Tabberer. So that's what we're going to end on instead of 4 hours of fucking woodworking.
That's good to me.
We'll talk about that later. But it has now come to the point of the show where we're going inside for some home improvement. And we have this video here called Wall Magic. And it's still in its shrink wrap. But not only that,
Do we know
it's
how-
like
approximately 11 minutes. There we go.
It's-
Oh, man.
covered in like paint. So someone's gotten the Wall Magic already, used it, but never unwrapped the video and put it in a thrift shop. I mean, so yeah, we're going to do a live
unboxing.
unwrapping. So I did do some research to kind of find out that this wasn't some kind of banging the lady up against the wall porno just to make sure sort of thing. So Wall Magic instructional video is actually this. It's kind of like a paint roller. You paint your walls, but it's got patterns on it.
That sounds terrible.
So it's like a stamp, but
Nothing about that tells me it's a good idea. I painted a wall like just before Jackson was born, and I can tell you that sounds like a bad idea.
look, it's got a W. Anyway,
How many sealed tapes do we have?
this one and the Jesus one somewhere.
And a Jesus one?
Yeah, we don't have that many. So
how are we gonna open this?
I don't know.
Oh, there we
Unseal
go.
it.
There's already
There's a tear here as well. If you want to pull, you got to do it on.
Oh, fresh VHS tape.
Now crinkle it in front of the microphone.
That's way loud. I'm sorry.
It's Portello flavor. Alright, wall magic. Never been unwrapped, never been watched.
Portello would have to be like grape flavor, right?
It's wall magic flavor.
Oh, Mushin said port wine flavor.
What's port wine? I mean, I know what port wine is. It's fortified wine, but it doesn't taste like port wine jelly, does it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably that sort of thing. It's kind of like how you have like watermelon candy and it doesn't taste like watermelon. But it's still...
yeah. And banana isn't the breed of banana that we got now. It's an older breed of banana that went extinct.
Rip banana. I poured one out for that.
Okay.
To the bananas. Miss you, man.
Congratulations.
You were my favorite, even though it was probably extinct before I was born.
This is one of those videos that start off with congratulations, you bought something.
And it's damaged.
It's never been opened and it's bugging.
Hi, I'm Barb McCoy. I'll be your guide today on your journey through the world of wall magic. It's fast, easy, and fun. In fact, there's no such thing as making a mistake with wall magic.
It's okay.
This video will review the 3 easy steps.
This is just reminding me
of
how much I miss drinking
simple
vodka.
As 1, 2, 3. Prep, roll, and
If I
finish.
ever find anything on
I
sale.
love a good vodka.
I almost brought over a gin, but it was only like a little bottle. I'm like, nah.
Your Wall Magic decorative painting kit comes complete.
I love gin
with
also. Now I've got
everything
paint
you
all
need
over
to
me.
create exciting looks in your home.
And latex.
That was satisfying. I've got to admit, opening that, like unwrapping that tape.
The dual roller and the sculpted
I haven't
Wall
had that
Magic
experience
roller
since I was a
cover.
kid.
Also, 2 sculpted edging tools to help you easily extend your design to edges, corners, and spots.
That's just
already
sponges,
like,
right?
You'll want
don't
to read
understand
the easy to
the
follow
point.
instructional
Can we
guide
rewatch
for a
this when we do
detailed
that stamping
explanation
video?
of what we discuss here.
The stamping video is gonna be
and
long
for
enough.
more helpful tips
Yeah, I
and
know.
techniques.
I'm excited to have
You'll also
Poots
need
on
a
for
couple
that,
of other
actually.
supplies.
Yeah?
Masking
She's
tape,
so
a
artistic
drop
that it's going to
cloth,
be
and of
like
course, your choice
super
of
fun
paint.
to see our shitty
For easy
version
cleanup,
against
we
Introduce
recommend
her to
using a
Dee's.
latex,
No,
water-based
not Dee's. What's her
paint.
name? Dee. Yeah, her name's Dee.
How much paint will you need? Just measure
Yeah,
the
yeah.
length,
It's stamp code.
width, and height of your room, and your local paint supplier.
It's
can tell you how
unfortunate
many cans to
that you're
buy.
finding out that, you
Since
know,
you'll be using
because
2
some people took
colors,
the
just
the
divide
joke
the
too
total
far. She
number
doesn't
in
want to
half
be
to find out how
interviewed
much
or
you
anything
need
like
for
that.
each color.
It's because
Talk about that on that episode. Come on, pay attention. We just unwrapped this. I haven't
I was
seen
just
it.
gonna, yeah, I'll just add the last thought to that. It's just
Oh my god,
It's
that
a shame
looks
'cause of how
like a
wholesome it is.
studio
Wall
house.
Magic. The same
Where's-
no a
Oh,
studio house.
The Olsen twins are going to come down those stairs at any point.
See your instructional guide for an important
With one of
And
those.
then they're gonna do that look. They're gonna do that look where they kind of turn their heads that way and go.
things to remember about selecting a color scheme. A good way to start is to pick up colors from something else in the room, like these throw
I want a
pillows.
studio house.
Use paint
I
color
told Tori,
strips to make
you know,
your
when we
choices.
got our car, right?
Colors from the same
We
family
got
work
an
well.
ex-display
For
model. Do
instance,
you reckon if we got
use lighter
an
tones,
ex-sitcom model?
darker tone
You want to go live in Ramsey Street?
colors that are close
Fuck
to
yes!
Hell yeah! I want Todd's old house. Toad's old
colors
house.
farther apart
Yeah,
to
man.
more contrast.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Light and neutral colors, those in the beige and gray families.
I wonder how many
generally work
people
very
got
well
married in the
together,
same
or
place
with
that
any other
Kylie
color.
and whatever his name
Pastels
is
with
got
white
married.
always look great.
What was that guy's name?
Tones
Something
give you a
Donovan,
rich,
was it?
Jason.
dramatic
Jason.
look.
Okay.
2 colors next to each other on the color wheel,
Yeah.
such as blue and purple
I
or
reckon a lot of
orange and
people
yellow,
have.
also make
I would
great
say so.
combinations. Keep in mind that when you use 2 colors, you'll create new shades or tones when the colors blend
Are
with
we
I think the
looking
dogs that
at?
are coming up on the
Remember,
stream.
there's no right
Yeah,
or wrong.
it looks
What's
way worse on the
important is
stream.
that
You know,
things
it's
you
interesting
do.
how sometimes
Use
it's
your
worse on the TV,
imagination.
sometimes
Be
it's worse on the
creative.
stream, but
Now,
this time it's definitely worse
let's
on the
get
stream.
painting.
But at
Let's
the same
get
time,
painting.
these fucking walls look disgusting.
Step 1. Prep. Shouldn't we go to kindergarten?
See
first?
that wall right there is just a wall. It looks.
You won't need to
I mean,
prime your
if it
walls
was up to me,
unless
all
you're
walls in
repairing,
every house would
or
be
if they're a
dark,
much
a
darker
single
color
like
than the
dark
colors
color.
you'll be using.
Light
you can also
black.
paint over wallpaper.
Or what other people like to call
Remember to
grey.
prime if needed.
Give
If it's
give me.
textured wallpaper,
Okay, so here's a
it's
discussion
true.
that Tori and I had
Remember
when we
to
painted
design.
Jackson's wall. We
Before you
painted one of the
begin
walls in his
painting,
room
make sure
blue,
to protect your
and
floor
that we had a
furniture with
discussion,
drop cloth.
a serious
In case
discussion
you
wall
want
magic.
about what
regular
color
windows, doors,
to
and
paint his
baseboards.
wall, right?
It's a good idea
These
to
are
And
take
pink,
your
right?
ceiling
The whole
shade.
time I'm just
Now
like,
you're ready for
why do
step
people
2,
insist on
roll.
boring colors for like house things? Like when you walk into a house and it's like, oh look, more white walls.
It's about resellability.
That's so
It's the same with cars. Everyone
stupid.
drives a fucking silver
Slide
car
the
because
Raw
they can.
Magic roller
It's not a
covers onto
particular.
the roller.
You can hate a color.
Load your paints into the
But
two
grey is
tray
neutral.
sections.
For me, with cars
If you like
though,
one color
I mean,
to
this probably
dominate,
applies to houses
fill that
too, right?
section
Yeah.
fuller.
Is that
Saturate
it depends
your
on the
roller
car.
paint.
It depends on what the
Any
car itself
excess
looks
in the
like.
tray.
I mean, no one's going to say no to a red
Use an
Ferrari.
arcing
Right.
multi-directional
But if
movement
you suddenly
instead
offer
of
someone a
the
white
traditional
Ferrari
up-and-down
versus a red one,
motion.
they'll take the red one, right?
Yeah, because
But if
white
you-
is less
Will
neutral
blend.
for a
Look
Ferrari.
it in as
But
much or
if
as little as
you
you
are
like.
looking at like
There's no set design.
your standard like
You're not looking for a
Subaru sedan, for
completely
example, it's
repetitive
probably going to be
pattern.
white.
You're the artist and you can do anything you
Oh
want.
my god.
There's
Was this
no
ever...
right or wrong
Fucked
way.
so badly. Why are you doing this?
Was this ever even like a trend? Or is it just...
This will add a
I
third
want to
color
know
or
now. I want to
dimension the
know.
design.
What the fuck is this?
wall.
You know, that I will admit,
Can we call this
Anyone's
color
spot for too
scheme
long.
SpaghettiOs
if
on
she
toast?
was using like blues or purples
Then
or
you can go
something,
back
might.
and pick
I
an
would
area
love
you
it.
think you'd like to
But the
add to
browns,
or
the
refine.
neutral kind of
When
browns.
you get
Like
closer,
it's not
brown
the
is such a
70s anymore.
70s thing, dude.
flip the roller over to
It's
get
so
both
gross.
colors into the space.
Yeah, I mean, if you
The fact
had
that people were
a
so
light blue
fucking
on
wasted
the
in the
light.
70s that they thought brown was a good idea. Just-
browns.
That's
That's
all you
everyone
need to
wore
know.
brown pants.
Yeah, I don't want the walls to match my pants.
Step 3,
And now
finish.
you're ready to
You were
finish
fucking
your
done
wall.
already? We unwrapped that.
To finish, you'll use the special finishing
God
tools
damn it!
included in your kit.
We're past halfway
To
though.
complete your design in tight spaces.
Halfway what?
Like
Through
edges
the
and
tape.
corners,
Oh.
around doors and windows, and along baseboards and
I don't know.
ceilings.
This.
The two sculpted
I
framing
don't
tools
hate
contain
this.
portions
I'm
of
more
the
just
Raw
thinking
Magic
of it
cover
through
design.
a
They
traditional
look much like
sense,
a rubber
in that
stamp
this is
for
a
areas
terrible
too
idea.
small for your
But
roller where you want
I would
the
love
color
if
to
I owned my
continue.
own house.
This one is for
I would
straight
probably get on
edges.
board with this.
This
Yeah.
one is for other small spaces.
If
Do
it
you
was
like-
up to me,
Just
Do you
dip
like
the
my
tools into
wallpaper?
each of your
That's what I
colors
wanna know.
and dab on.
I never remember. I
Be
don't
sure
think
to
I've
vary
noticed
the
it.
direction
So
of the
behind the
tools as you
television and
dab.
all Funko
Now
Pops is
you're
a
done.
kind of
Step
wine bottle
back and
green
admire your
wallpaper
creation.
with black
Add furniture and
felt so you
accessories,
can touch
and
the furry
voila,
walls.
You need to go
the
touch your
room
furry walls,
you've
dude.
been dreaming.
Shapes on it, like fur-de-lis and stuff.
I have never really paid enough attention. Clearly, I probably do then. If that's what it is,
Let's
And
go.
I
then
like interesting. I don't like
In my
boring.
bedroom, we have
With proper care,
like
your
a
roller covers
sand-
and finishing
sanctuary
tools can be used
wallpaper with,
again
like,
and again. Or you
birds
may
and
prefer
shit
to
on
just
it.
purchase
See, that's cool.
replacement
And
covers at your local
Sam's mum,
retailer.
because it's their house.
To
They were
clean your
like,
roller
"We're gonna get
covers,
rid of the
tray,
wallpaper." I'm
and
like, "No, that's
finishing
why I
tools.
liked it. It's cool and
Rinse them
weird. I
clean
want it. I
immediately
want to
after
keep it."
painting.
It's
I
cool
mean,
and
sure,
weird,
I'd
yeah.
rather something
Water.
dark and with bats, but
Any
like,
remaining
it's so weird that I
discoloration
just
will
want to
Bizarre.
leave it.
Yeah, totally.
She wanted to get rid of the archways. I love my archways.
Yeah, I love your
Purchase the Raw
archways.
Magic accent kit to create all
I love
kinds
the
of beautiful
archways.
effects.
So
A
kind
variety
of
Raw Magic
wonky.
accent
What the
roller
f-
cover
See,
designs.
this shit I don't
Just
understand.
the look you
Ooh,
want.
come on!
They
It's
can be
it's
used
I don't
for
want
the bathroom.
specific patterns on my wall, or if I did, I would probably just get a wallpaper, because there's
Yeah.
no way you're doing
You
a
don't need to
consistent
limit
spread
yourself
of
to
this
walls
pattern.
with wall
A
magic.
consistent,
It works great
good-looking
for
pattern.
Just give the kids some
furniture, accessories,
markers and
bricks,
some
Honestly,
stamps and let them go
You
for it.
say that, and
You can do anything.
I
Even the
definitely
exercise bike.
have this thing in my head where I wish, like, I hope when we move, we can find a place where there is a wall that I can just be like, Jackson,
That's it.
have at it.
As you can see,
To
Raw
just
Magic
dip him
is
in
as
paint
easy
and
as
just
1, 2,
rub
3.
him on the
I
wall.
would do it. I would do that kind of dumb stuff that we would look back on and laugh at when he's, 20, 30, and I'm going to be dead by the time I'm like
Thanks
70,
for
60.
watching. Have
So, I
fun
mean-
bringing lasting beauty
Are we
to
really
your
done?
home with Wow
That was
Magic.
it?
What? It said 11 minutes!
Yeah, we're gonna have to sit
It's
here.
not even 10!
We're gonna have to sit here for the other minutes and just let it click.
There's gotta be something else.
Even if there's not, let's just set our timers because oh my god, you may as well go have a pee break because we can't.
I just had
We
one.
can't end that at 8 when it's meant to be 11. It's still counting though.
It's still counting.
So
There
the
is still,
tape goes for
the
11
tape
minutes.
itself is 11 minutes, and
But there's
that's
nothing
where
on it.
they pulled 11 minutes out of.
Nice.
We'll see it through, just in case.
I used to have a chalkboard paint on my. You can buy it in a can. You can spray it chalkboard paint, and we chalkboard painted our freezer. Which, if you remember, when I was living in Jill's house, the freezer was in the middle between the fridge and the cupboard of food. So we chalkboarded that because back then also we were allowed to see kids. We don't have kids come over anymore. They've all either grown up or just lost contact with the families.
Yeah.
But they used to come over and draw in our freezer. I think that's amazing. I love that idea. Just
That's
draw on my
brilliant,
freezer.
right?
Draw on let's do the whole house in black chalkboard paint. I kind of wanted to, if I had won the lottery and got to buy out the house from Sam's parents, I would probably chalkboard paint every roof.
That's a good idea. I like
because
that.
I want. Now, people say that the black brings the house, makes it feel claustrophobic, but I think that it would be like the night sky, especially if you put glowzone up.
No, for real. There's that you can buy that paint from that guy who got mad at the artist who had sold rights to the Vanta Black.
Yeah, it will suck all the black up.
There's the guy who
like
made his own, and what's his name? He's the sort of guy that I would love to plug if we ever got big, because he's just great. I love that guy.
Yeah, I would totally do the roof in that kind of. Oh my god, I can't look
What's
at it
his
properly.
name?
It turns 3D objects into 2 dimensions,
but
because
it's
it sucks
so
up so much
cool.
light.
Yeah, it's so cool. And you can just buy that shit. And he's gone out and been like, you know, like one day I'm pretty sure he was just like, you know what? I wish I had a pink paint that was just so pink that it hurt people's eyes. And he made it! What a genius!
I'm not
I
sure
love
whether
that guy.
you shared this to me or whether we both stumbled upon the same ridiculous bullshit, like convergently. But yes, I remember this guy and the pink and the
He's
black.
to this day, he is still going.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a fucking legend. I need to. What's his name? Damn it!
One of the biggest
We're
things.
stopped, by the way, so I'm going to rewind it.
We'll have to try and count out the other.
No, we can spend a minute while I look for this guy's name.
Yeah, do it.
Because I remember the guy he had the rivalry with his name, but I'm not going to mention that fuckwit.
Anyway. But one of the biggest things that I would like to do to my house, if I had full reign over it, is to sandpaper down every flourish, every bump, anything that is brown, and make it all black. So when I say flourish and bumps, so like the edging around the top of the roof, all that, I would like that black. Any edging around any like cupboards and stuff, black. If I have cupboard doors that are brown, make them all black. Like, just black everything up.
Stuart Semple.
Senpai!
What a legend. I fucking love that dude.
Alright. You got something to talk about while I have a break?
No, but I will try.
Well, you can talk about fluorescent chalk and draw stars and shit. Why would you draw shit?
I'll talk more about how I hate how like society just likes things boring. How like the idea of the idea of like just painting everything like greys and whites and just boring colors. Like I didn't really finish the story necessarily properly before when I was talking about how like. When we went to paint Jackson's wall, we were looking at colours and stuff, and Tori and I were having a discussion, and I was legitimately like, I mean, she probably, even to this day, thinks I was joking, but, like, I was looking at all these colours, and I'm like, what? Why don't we just use this? And she'd be like, that's fucking bright and stupid, why would we do that? And I'm like, because it looks interesting, it's not boring. People aren't going to walk in and be like, just... we're in a house, I guess. They're looking at it like, oh, that's a bright colour, and even if they think that's fucking stupid... They're still thinking about like the weird design choices. I'm all about that, dude. That's why I wish that like I owned my own house. It would become a fucking art piece. And America has that problem with I don't even know if it exists in Australia. I have no idea. But America has that thing where there's just like communities or like suburbs or whatever, or even just like streets have these just like groups. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember the name for it. But they have these groups where if you don't follow their specific rules, you can be, like, arrested and shit. Can it... Like, if you're sleeping during the day, maybe. But if it's, like, dark, you can't see it. If I can't fucking notice that my wall is white at 2 a.m, am I going to notice if it's blue? Am I going to notice if it's green? Like, probably fucking not, dude. Like, that's... I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the effect would be temporary at best anyway. People just like to be boring for some reason.
The strange thing about it is, like, it would be probably good for a child's development to have something more interesting than grey up on the walls, right?
Totally. I reckon anyway. Depends how bright. I mean...
Who cares? It's a kid.
White is the most distracting fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, white is the brightest. It's just that we think it's plain because we're used to it.
It's just boring is what it is. That's my point, though. Just it's boring. It's fucking boring. I want things to be interesting.
Red walls, red rooms, red rooms.
Red room.
I don't think grey is depressing. I like grey. But the greys in our house is like one of the darker greys that you could.
It depends. Like as a carpet, it's good. I don't want it on my fucking walls.
I like light grey walls because then you can accessorize with bright colours.
I was explaining this before, how I would prefer to have the bright colours on the wall, and just have people walk in the house and be like, "Holy shit, look at that!"
Well, back when I was living at the Jill's house thing, we had a bright red wall right as you walked in. If you remember that,
I have vague memories, but yes, I do remember. I think I only went there a couple of times.
You stayed over on my wedding.
Yeah.
And we had.
And then I got you fucking drunk that night.
I
went for a walk and came back with a bottle of rum, and you and I think Scott was like, "All right, I guess we're drinking tonight."
Yeah. Night before my wedding.
The reason I did it is because I was fucking nervous. I was like, "Oh man, I actually have responsibilities at this wedding."
You had to press play, didn't you?
I had to press play on the goddamn machine. I was so nervous about it, dude.
Kept going like, turn it down, because they didn't like our music. We want to talk, and then when the stupid cover band on, they're like, "Yeah, play it louder." And it was like shit music that we didn't care about. We coloured in My Little Ponies instead.
I had a Pikachu book, and Mark had a Pikachu book too.
Oh, I had the My Little Ponies. I was the Bernie.
The kids, there were kids there too. I hung out with the kids more than I did adults at that wedding.
Yeah, because they were doing that fucking conga line thing. Sam got so shitty with the whole thing that she spent most of the time outside.
I ate so much fucking pig, and then I ate so much of that pig that I felt disgusting. And then I coloured in Pokemon, and it was great.
Oh man. We should go back there one day.
I regret nothing.
We should go back for another all-you-can-eat piggy meal.
And who was the guy? He had his missus gave birth the same day that Jackson was born.
Adam.
In the same hospital.
Adam.
Yeah, Adam. And he was messaging me the whole time like, "We just saw you leaving," and I'm like, "Holy shit! Hi."
All right. So the next video that we have is called "Help." Help!
Ah!
So we're moving right inside now. This is getting right away of the other ones. The other ones are kind of like, I don't know, actual household tips. What are you doing?
Do we already eject?
We already rewound and injected it. It's fine. Shots. You have to have another shot to be sober. That's how it works, right? So this is called Household Hints with Maggie Tabberer. Do you know who Maggie Tabberer is?
I think I do.
You will know her when you see her face. She was a model, Australian model when she was young.
A model?
Yeah, but then when she hit about 25, her body did that thing where its shape just wouldn't even allow to be a model.
In other words, she should probably still be a model, but because people have to be stick thin and gross, she can't, right?
I guess I don't find her attractive, but yes, she's.
We can have a discussion on this, but we won't.
But yes, she is kind of flashy and showy. She's an old lady in this one. She's old now. But yeah, she should have still been a model. But talking about that, when she did fill out, and she didn't get fat, she filled out. She got old. That's the problem. It's about getting a particular age in your body.
You know, I don't find that unattractive. Though.
No, I don't find it unattractive either. That's not what I'm saying. That I don't find it. I find her face a little bit unattractive. Maybe her hairstyle. No, like her body style is fine. But she shaped out, and she released her own line of fashion clothes, plus sizes. So she was part of that movement. She was a.
In other words, I like her then.
Yeah,
officially.
well, she was a television host for quite a while. She did a lot of those morning girly talk shows where they just whinge about stuff all morning, sort of thing. She won.
I don't respect that. Those annoy me.
They annoy me as well. OT judging women section. No, we're not. I'm not judging.
It's not.
We're talking about society more than the women.
Society is harsh on women, and I think it's fucking stupid.
Absolutely, it is. But this is what happened to her, is what I'm talking about. Not so much.
Yeah, that's why when Rob was explaining the situation, I said so she should still be a model. And the thing is, the way that the fucking industry seems to work is you've put on 5 pounds, lose them. We can't see your ribs anymore.
No, instead
that's
we should
fucking
be
gross.
like, okay, you've put on 5 pounds, you can represent this next bracket of women instead when it comes to sizes and stuff.
Well, I don't think they should be encouraging seeing fucking ribs anyway.
No, it's disgusting. I don't like it.
God.
So
give me a plus size model any day, dude.
So when I talk about her doing the talk shows, she actually won 2 Golden Globes consecutively for being a big Australian star. So you will know her when you see her.
I'm sure
face.
I will. The name is so familiar. I can't picture her right now.
She got her own cable TV show back when cable TV shows were like a big thing before the internet, where she would go into Australian celebrities' houses in Melbourne, and just as like one of those. Like,
dude, I think I watched that recently.
Yeah. She's got.
I think there was a rerun on it.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Maggie.
Put this
Tabberer.
on. I need to see her face and see if it's her.
Maggie Tabberer is. What I'm saying is Maggie Tabberer is a big star. I didn't ring her.
She's a legend.
She is a legend.
I'm glad.
She's
I'm
an
so glad.
icon.
Is it rewound? Do I have to press stop quickly?
Should be. I'll give it a button. I'll give it a button and do it slowly. But
That's good.
Absolutely, she is an Australian icon, legend. One of those people that most Australians will know her face, understand who she is. But it's a little bit interesting to hear the backstory about how she started off as a runway model and ended up not being, and then fighting against that. And that's 100% beautiful that she fought against it.
I wish more models would just take a stand.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me.
I get why they don't, because
Have
they
you
don't
heard
want
of
to
any
commit
other
career
models
suicide.
making a stand?
I'm not really tuned in with
I can tell you
scene.
one idea that
but I
comes
know
to mind
that there's
is
probably a few.
Baby metal.
Oh, right, okay.
Because they were part of one of those, like, all these little girls are in a giant 200-girl band, and they're like, you're too old now, you don't look cute anymore, get out. And they're like, fuck it, we'll make heavy metal then. How cool is that?
It's so interesting how that happens in Japan, because I know that some of them just become wrestlers and stuff.
That'd be cool to watch as well. So anyway, this video, I think, is sponsored by...
It's making me hungry.
I
had the smallest breakfast today.
Okay, so I really wish we had this for the food video, because this is a gadget video. So we do it's sponsored by Black & Decker.
So hungry.
But
Hi and welcome to our show.
Oh yeah, I recognize
when
it.
it comes to good ideas on homemade,
immediately.
Yeah, like she's not fat. She's just her frame didn't subscribe to their stupid runway model bullshit.
Cooking, cleaning, and generally keeping a home running smoothly probably isn't worth knowing. You've guessed it. They're the Black & Decker house.
But yeah, I love that she brought her own.
And today we're going to
fashion
share
model
their
out
secrets
stuff.
and learn some tricks.
Oh, shut up, Chris. You don't get the reference this time.
She's not obscure enough for you, Chris.
Stay tuned, because
I thought that we were like, oh no, Andrew doesn't either.
Everybody
we watch too much.
Well, you know
shit.
what, Milsheen? If she was a wrestler, you'd know her.
For busy people, fast food, well, it's an easy option. The truth is that it's rarely healthy. But fast food at home, both in preparing and cooking,
Haven't seen.
that's something
You know, the funny thing about that is, Chris, you probably have seen and then have forgotten.
Yeah, and then you went outside to play with the ball. You wouldn't give it back to the lady either.
She really is, like, massive. Like, she...
Well, I think we're all guilty of getting it and half reading the instructions and then sort of not, taking it the full
she's one of the biggest sort of because daytime celebrities. She was everywhere for a while.
I mean, I was a latch kid, so I watched a lot of TV.
There's nothing better than freshly squeezed fruit juice in the morning, but juices are useful for all sorts of other things. Don't just stick to the mainstream juices. Try experimenting and building other nutrients into your diet. For example, parsley juice is very good for you, but tastes terrible
celery
on its
juice
own.
will like heal
So
your
mix it up with
cancer
a whole
lately.
variety of
What's that?
veggies like
There's this
carrots
guy
and
who
tomatoes,
released a new
and you're
book
getting
about
wonderful
like
nutrients in a
celery
juice that
juice
tastes
will
great.
like heal your cancer
And while
because
most of us don't
God
love
told him
spinach
so. The
juice,
angels told him so.
You can use spinach juice in a mayonnaise or yogurt to make a
Like,
great potato
it's okay to
salad.
juice and eat good stuff,
Even
but like, why
leftover
do you have
pulp
to
has
bring
lots
angels
of
into
nutrients
it?
and fibre, so
Why do
don't
you have to
throw
bring
it away.
cancer into
Instead,
it?
you can put
Why do you have to
celery,
bring healing
carrots, or
into
whatever
it?
into a
Making
pot of soup or
shit
gravy,
up.
I know,
stew or
right?
casserole. casserole, or even as a special treat for Fido.
Ooh.
Pulp from apples and other fruits can go into jams or preserves, while any
Or
leftovers
sausage
can go
rolls.
on the garden.
Fuck you, Chris. You're trying to get me cancelled. Chris is going to do an edit now that gets me into trouble.
Straight away, so don't let things
See,
like carrots
I
sit in
actually,
your food processor
no
or
joke,
juicer.
I heard
If it's
that
a
when you
stubborn
said it as
stain,
well,
rub
and
on
I
some
just ignored
bicarbonate
it.
soda,
Didn't want to
one
bring it up.
or even lemon juice.
She is massive.
That's
No, she's a massive star. As
She's
in
a massive
big
star.
daytime. Yeah, don't edit
She's
things
not.
out of
Well, she's
context.
tall. She's either tall or that.
That's because she
you
was
know,
a model.
that
right?
lady is really short.
Models work tall.
Either way.
What brought her to
So
the
you
thing,
feel
sort
that you're
of.
controlling it, and it's not controlling you.
How many different things can it actually do?
So maybe the massive was referring to her
You can
height.
virtually do anything in it. The most important thing to remember though is that when you're out shopping buying all those wholesome foods, that you're actually purchasing foods.
But yeah,
that
this
will
is a
fit
Black
down
and
the
Decker
chute,
video,
and
so
got
we
the
don't only
consideration
have
of, yes,
kitchen
I'm
stuff.
going to be
We
doing it in
also
the food
have
processor, and that makes it so
an
much
iron.
easier.
So you don't have any
Oh
red
boy, we're
some
gonna
red
get.
some
do some
We're
hair
gonna
cutting.
clean up around the place, aren't we?
If you know you're going to use the food processor,
But yeah, this really
I haven't
should
ironed a
fit
shirt
in with
since.
like
the
these
food
zucchinis
episode.
that fit down the chute.
The only reason I
Make
used to
sure
iron
they're
my
firm
work
and
shirts was because Skylar had an ironing board.
Shredding, chopping, and mixing.
And I was
Was
like,
it a-
oh, do I have to then? And I just thought that was normal.
For
And
example,
then I moved
when
in
you're
here and
shredding
Tori
and
was like,
slicing, it's
No, what
important
you-
for to stack
shit.
the
What you
chute
need is a
correctly.
Corby.
If you just throw everything
Corby,
in,
you
the carrots
say.
will come out like this.
You know what a Corby is?
I don't know what a
So
Corby
if you
is.
want
It's
the carrot
okay,
cut
so
lengthways,
in a lot
stack
of
the chute
hotels
like
in
this.
England,
Or if
they
you
have
want
it
a
attached
horizontal cut,
in the wall.
stack the chute
You
like
pull it
this.
out, and it's like an ironing board.
If you
but
want
it's
julienne vegetables,
plugged into
slice it
electrics
once
in
and put it in the
actual,
chute like
like
this.
hardwired
Take all
in.
the
Right.
pieces out,
And it's
stack
a
them back
trouser
in, and
press.
cut it the other way. You'll
Don't
end up
care
with a
enough
perfect
to-
julienne
So it's
strip.
like
even
it's like
that,
an iron, but you don't do it. You just
Let's
put it on
cut
it and you put
mushrooms,
it back in
onions,
the
red
wall,
peppers,
and it kind of
parsley,
heats
and
your
you want
clothes
all
to being
uniformly
flat.
chopped.
Am I the
If
only
you just
one
turn it on, you're not
who
in control
thinks
of the chopping.
that the
While
idea
top
of
may look
uniform is
chopped,
outdated?
What you've got is mush,
Not
like
at
this.
all.
Instead,
mean,
use
a
the pulse
particular-
button.
you say
You
that
can
while
put
we
it
wear
all
the
in
same
together
shirt.
and control the
Yeah,
chopping
but it's
very
not uniform. It's just we both like the
timing and
shirt,
tossing
and we
and
agreed that it
control
would be
result.
funny for us both to wear it.
Even with coleslaw, it's
Even
important
if
to
people
think
think
about
we are
stacking the chute.
homosexuals and,
If you just stick the
you know,
cabbage down
we
the
run the
chute any
risk
old
of
way,
a
you'll get any
bogan
old
taking
result.
offence.
Instead, remove the stem.
But
roll
yes,
the leaf up
you know,
like
you know
this,
what I'm saying?
and when it's
Where it's
placed into
like-
the chute, you'll get uniform results.
The idea, uniform results.
Uniform results.
The idea of a uniform
All this
just
food was
it
cut
feels
with the same
restricting,
cutter.
and it's just like
Simply
the
controlling the
idea
pressure
of the
applied to
fact
the
that if
food
I'm
going
going
down
to a
the
job
chute.
interview, for
So if you
example,
want thick slices
I'm
or a
expected
coarse
to
shred, push
have
it
a
through
nice
really
shirt
hard.
and like
If you want
if you
fine, thin
buy a shirt for a job
slices,
interview
let
and
the
you
food
show
go
up to
through
that job
under its own
interview
pressure.
and you're wearing this nice
Can you
shirt.
slice anything in the food
No, I'm
processor?
just saying you show up in that uniform and you get the job, and then it turns out like I would rather just wear a wife beater and hang out. People would be disappointed. Like that's not the guy who came to the interview.
Yeah.
I would rather be able to go to the interview in one of my dumb fucking
So you would
like,
rather if they judged
trendy
you on
shirts.
what you wear.
No, I'm saying they do anyway. My point is, I would rather just them ignore it completely.
Is
I
she
would rather.
putting meat in the blender?
Are you blending up meat,
A lot of
woman?
people are concerned about the best way to
I
clean
love
things
this.
safely, and
I
that's
blend up
good.
meat sometimes.
I want a bacon
Appliances,
smoothie.
It's safe to wipe over the
I don't,
motorbike
but I
with a damp
do.
cloth
I
and
have
detergent
a
to
thing
remove
of.
any bits and pieces.
Remember, I gave you some satay ones.
And most parts that
Satay
are connected
beans
to a
and
motor
turkey.
Oh yeah, that was
dishwasher
good
safe.
too.
Well, I
Such as the
just pulled
juicer
some of
or
that
bowl
out of the
food
freezer. I'm going to
processor.
put it in the food
But
presser
always
until
put
it's
it
a
on the top
mush, and I'm
shelf
going
of
to
the
put it into
dishwasher
spring rolls.
because it's not
Yeah,
as
that's
hot.
really nice. I want some of those spring rolls if you have spares.
Yeah, I'll make up a whole bunch. I'll put some in the freezer.
Oh, dude.
Now,
I'll
here's
cook them
another
first so
best
you can
part
just
for
put them in
easy,
the
healthy
air fryer or
food.
whatever.
It's the blender. And they
Yeah,
can make more than
dude,
just
that
milkshakes.
was
Certainly.
delicious.
In fact, they make
Sorry,
great
I gave all the
batters,
sausage
and they're also
rolls
excellent
to
for
Sky
pureeing
yesterday. He
soups.
liked them.
Oh, good.
This
Yeah,
blender has
I'm
two
sure I would have
speeds.
hated them. It's
Low
more
for
just
soups or if blending
I'm
a
not
full
really a
container,
sausage roll
and a
person.
high
I don't know what
speed
it is.
for
It's
aerating
something
ingredients
about.
like a
They
milkshake.
were heavy on the mushroom,
Once again, the pulse
and
button
they
will
were
give you better
heavy
control.
on.
I
if
do
you
love
want to slow
mushroom.
a
on
blend.
the plum jam with pork, so
And
that
if
they
you've
had
got a
that
mixture
plum
of
and
wet
pork.
and
I'm
dry
not a big
ingredients
jam
like
person.
batter,
Neither am
It's
I,
too
which is why
sweet for me.
I know, but
which which gives a
found
better
that
rotation of
everybody
the
else
mixture.
in the
Otherwise,
world
it won't
love
blend.
it when I put jam
Not all
in
blenders are
sausage rolls when
multifunctional.
there's
fair
pork,
enough.
Primarily
because apparently
designed for
pork lends
blending with
itself to
ingredients.
beef.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it?
So if you use
So
a
it's
grinder,
something that
it's
I'm
better
not
to use the
totally
food
into, but
processor.
like that's a
In
recipe
a
that
pinch,
I've
you
learned
can
that
blend
people
small
love.
amounts of
Yeah.
breadcrumbs, parsley,
You know
biscuits,
what else people
even
love?
peanut
My
butter.
butter chicken.
Glenys, I've got a
Butter
kitchen
chicken.
ceiling at home that's still wearing the
Butter
remains of
chicken.
minestrone
My
soup
sister
that
has
I
started
didn't
dating
put
someone.
on.
I have no idea who
When
this
you
guy
add hot
is.
soup,
Should I
it
be mum?
expands and the pressure forces the
Well,
lid to
we'll
blow
find
up.
out.
That's
Okay.
why I'm using this
She was
thing with the
like,
locking
if,
lid.
if you guys are
The smaller
gonna,
lid
yeah,
in the
see,
centre
Churchy
also
knows.
locks into
Churchy
the
knows
lid.
all about
So
the.
you
That's
can
Jack, by
remove
the
it and
way.
add cream.
Churchy
I know
knows
this
all
Churchy.
about the.
It's pureed.
all about the butter chicken.
We learned all about Jack last
You really
week.
shouldn't put blocks of ice in a blender.
Last
it's
week?
better to use the tried and true method of a
Because
rolling
we watched
pin
all
and
of your old
tea
videos.
towel.
Oh,
Does
yeah,
Jeff not
dude.
know about that? We watched you in Kolb's makeup singing while Tom was in the background.
No,
Going,
he was not
"Hi."
singing. He was lip syncing, and yes, he does know about that video.
That's all right.
That one was one of the OG. We did 2 videos that day. One of them's lost because it was on his channel when he deleted it.
Oh,
the other one was on my channel, and I kept it forever because I just forgot the password.
We had a lot of Jack on the channel last week when we did our quarantine special.
The quarantine special for that reason was like the reason Jack's in it so much is because he was in everything. Like back in the day,
before he thought that hanging out with us was a waste of his time and like draining, because he just wanted to hang out and watch movies, eat pizza, and get fat, and he didn't want to do that anymore.
Without changing blades, you can aerate the mixture just by
it was before I even met you. Most of it, honestly.
Exactly.
Most of the filming was done before that.
Exactly.
Thanks, Glennis. That was terrific. And now let's go and find.
If not, well, I mean, there was stuff with Brandon that was definitely after, because some of it was at your house. But yeah, other than the stream footage, most of it was
and fatigue. But caring for
what kind of VHS watching special could we have?
They're the first thing
where
that
we
I'd
have
like to know about, because I
Jack
always
sitting
seem to
in
be
between
spilling
us.
something on myself. And
Jack, do you have any interesting VHS tapes?
Or would you like to watch any?
Is there any kind of VHS tapes you would like to watch? We'd like to have you for an episode. That would be fun.
I'd love to hang out with him for an episode.
We could do a cinema. We could just do a redo of the stuff we watched, regardless.
Come on.
No, it's cinema. It's my show. I'm happy to redo it. The idea of cinema is it offers an interesting commentary on things, even when it doesn't.
Depending on the fabric. So check the
You know what I mean?
care label.
But then again, I have like full videos. I have full videos we could watch instead of just the mixtapey version.
We could probably watch like your
eucalyptus.
Could we have Jack along for you to watch your parents' wedding?
Perfume stains or unknown stains that have dried.
Maybe.
Just rub it in and leave
I mean,
it overnight.
Would you like that?
I'm not ready to have that episode kind of put on yet. No.
I've watched it. It's
Borax will help remove
interesting.
tea and coffee stains.
Or maybe,
Dude, okay, so
maybe next Christmas when we have him on, we can do the Christmas video again.
There's a point. There's a point in that video where, I mean, I've mentioned to you before, my uncle got drunk and he started interviewing people. Do you remember that? So that uncle, I recently got a picture of him as a baby, splitting fucking image of Jackson. It's hang on. Let me get it up. I can show you now. I can probably not bring it up on stream because I can't be fucked working all the stuff out. My mum sent it to me.
But when we actually do the video, you should bring it up.
That's my uncle.
Nice. Yeah, it does.
That is exactly Jackson.
Babies do look a bit like babies.
No. That
yeah.
Jackson is no longer like at that newborn stage where he just looks like generic baby. That is exactly what Jackson looks like.
I think the best episode.
Eerily.
Give them a good shake before hanging them on the line.
What's that red thing?
Hang on, let me get it up. I have to say that every 6 months.
Taken directly out of the dryer while they're still damp.
I think
that's all I get.
I think when you are ready to show the wedding video, I think that would be the perfect one to have Jack over for.
I don't know. I feel like
uses more power and takes longer.
I feel like there's potential for more. You just have to leave it with me.
Okay, I'll leave it with you. I'll leave it with you and Jack.
Actually, yeah, you can totally leave it with. No, just leave it with me.
I would love it if I could sit here with Jack in the middle of us and we just get drunk like we used to do.
Yeah, totally. I think that'd be great fun. I want to have Jack down. I always want to have Jack over. He just is busy.
Yeah, I get it.
His YouTube's taken off, so
has it? To incorporate air into the ingredients.
It's starting to anyway. Well, I don't know if it's starting to.
How much money do you make?
Are we judging it on that though?
Yeah.
Because I mean, to be fair,
to be fair, I suck. No, I know.
No. To be fair, I feel like I've worked the hardest, and I probably make the least.
That's right.
Just saying.
Just saying. All those videos every single day.
God, I used to stream like 8 fucking hours, and then someone would be like, I used to have Revlo, and Revlo, one of my rewards was drink. Like, have a drinking stream. And my thing was always, instead of like,
And with a mixer
I'll
like
do it
this
next
that has a
stream,
timer,
I would
simply
go
twist
and
walk
buy
away.
alcohol.
It's
So
just
I'd be like,
a
I will be back in an hour, and I'll just leave the stream running while I went and bought booze and carted a fucking slab back.
Turn it backwards to control the mix.
And then Skylar would get home, and then he'd be like, "Are you drunk again?" I'm like, "Yeah."
If you're using a hand beater, this little spatula attachment
I used to
reduces
get
your beating
fucking
time.
wasted.
What the hell is that?
Spatula is
There's a
working around the
spatula
sides of the
attachment
bottle,
on the
bringing the
beater.
mix back into the
I need some
beaters.
Black & Decker gear, I swear. Handy hint: cream wisps quicker if both cream and bowl are chilled.
Oh, wow, that looks fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Can I be
Speaking of
honest?
chilled,
So my grandmother actually had a problem where she couldn't whip
Now,
cream.
these electric knives
just
are
recently,
just the
maybe
thing
about
for
a
slicing
year ago.
delicate
And I
foods.
had to come around
what do you
and
mean?
loaves
As in
and
she just
cakes.
had like.
She
Because
had
you
cream,
don't have to
tried to whip
apply
it,
the pressure
wouldn't
to
whip.
food with an
Wouldn't
electric knife.
whip.
It
And she's
makes
like,
the
no,
action
cream
of the
these
knife
days is
slices
shit. It's like
beautifully.
watered down and
I
stuff.
have to tell you, I used
Turns
mine
out,
for a not so traditional
we've
use the other day. I had to cut some of that thick
climatized
foam rubber
to a
with some
warmer
outdoor cushions.
temperature
And I thought, what am I
than
gonna
it used
use?
to
And suddenly
be.
I thought,
No
electric
shit.
knife.
I mean, no
Global
shit.
warming and
I
stuff,
know.
but yeah.
Yeah, we gotta call it. We have to stop calling it warming for people who find
It's climate change.
snowballs and say, "What's this about warming?" And it's like,
Something
for
like
fuck's
this
sake, that's not how it works.
I
It's
start
climate
by cutting
change.
around here
But yeah, we're
and
slowly
removing a
getting
large
warmer,
piece of
and
meat from the bone.
apparently that's enough to make it so that cream doesn't whip
Then I
as
cut
well.
through this way, so each slice has
Look at that
skin
roast.
and tender
Oh
meat.
man, do
The
you
nice
need me
thing
to
about this
buy
knife
you
is
some
that it's
meat?
cordless.
No, because I don't. I need to lose weight.
Well, then maybe we should start up some sort of spin-off exercise show. Before roasting meat, add 2 centimeters of water to the pan. This will
For
evaporate.
nutrition and flavour, you can't go
Damn
for
it!
steamed vegetables. Steaming is far superior to boiling because
Add
it retains
carrots
the
and celery to
water-soluble
give it
vitamins like
aromatics.
vitamin C, B1 and niacin, which are lost
I
during
love
boiling.
niacin. That's my
Now,
favorite.
if you've
Well,
got
actually, it's my
steamed
second
After,
favorite.
by the way,
Can you
I
tell
just
me
need
what my
to.
favorite is?
Hang on. I
Because
just
it
need to
captures
ask
juice
this
from
now that it's in my
vegetables.
brain.
In this
I'm
clip,
gonna write it in my
drip
phone as well.
fry.
But
And
does
then
anyone
you
want to
add
help us out
gravy or
after the
stock or
stream? We need
whatever.
one person.
But actually, it's a far more versatile
Just need one
machine
person
that
to help
does
us out
that,
after the
isn't it?
stream.
It certainly is, Maggie. It's
Yep.
wonderful
Are we gonna do
for
that now?
fish, chicken, meats,
What do you mean?
even puddings,
I
and a
don't
whole
know. I
variety
don't know
of
what you mean.
rices.
Fantastic.
We're gonna
Today,
film
a number of
something
different
Yeah.
rices are popular
once
in
this
Australian
stream is
homes.
over.
Yep.
Brown and short.
It's
and
gonna be
long-grain
quick.
white rice.
It's gonna be
It'll be
easy.
The short grain is more clingy
Milk
and
Sheen?
stick together. So if
The,
you're
the
after
one
looser
question I
rice,
would
use
ask
long
on
grain.
that note, Milsheen, is
Brown rice is high in
would you
fibre
be
and more nutritious
annoyed?
than white rice.
Yes.
Always wash the rice before steaming.
Well, would you be
Removes
okay
an enormous
with
amount of starch.
being the one
Washing
to
helps
insult
reduce
us
the
for
cooking
being
time
fat?
of brown rice by softening the outer husk and making it easier for the rice grain to absorb water. And the rice doesn't need to be cooked alone.
You'll be
Just
fine.
a Krispy
Pour it in
Kreme.
the steamer
Hello,
by adding
I'm a
veggies,
Krispy
curry,
Kreme.
whatever.
The thing
And
is,
by
even
using
if I
this
was like
timer, you've got a
60
really
something
accurate way
K,
of cooking,
I'd still
which
look
takes
fat
away
if
the
I wanted
guesswork.
to undo all
So you
my
can
pants
walk
because I
away
got
and
all the
relax.
excess in there from when I was 140 pounds. Kilo.
That's the only disclaimer is you have to call us fat.
But not
In
mine.
Twitch
Dennis,
chat.
I use mine every
You don't have to
single
say it
day.
out
We're
loud.
gonna stay live
That's
for it.
terrific, Maggie, but
No.
I think with a lot of people, they only
I mean, we
use
can
the
if you
phone.
want.
How's it gonna work?
Sausages
I don't
and
know.
I can
meat.
record.
They think
If
that
I
you're
have Discord up here and I say, hey Milsheen, send this in 20 seconds, and we do a 20-second build up and then do it.
They're still talking about.
Just by closing
She
the
said
vent and lid
nachos.
to form your own little oven. You can even cook scones, but don't forget to turn them over.
They could even
Has
cook
a tool
scones,
which
but
simply
don't
kicks into
forget
the
to turn them
handle,
over.
and the
I want
condensation just
scones,
drains
dude.
back into the pan.
Do you want
There's also
scones
a
with
lid
cream
at
and
the base
jam
of the
scones
pan,
like
so you
Australian
can
scones,
drain
or
the
do you
rice
want
before
like
serving.
biscuits?
I want to try
And
biscuits
of
and
course,
gravy
with a non-stick
sometime. I think we
surface, you can
should.
fry an egg or
Next
roast a
time we
potato
do-
I've given you
in a drop of
Yorkshire
oil.
puddings before as well.
It
though,
also
haven't I?
means you can cook
'Cause my
more
mum
on
used to
home
make
foods
Yorkshire
like
puddings.
nachos or pizza.
Which
But
is like
no,
another
next
savoury
time,
style.
next time
Finished
we
frying
do a dinner
Now, if you're asked to bring a
with
plate on
everybody
home,
and
then
it's gonna
fries
come
and
together.
fry
I'm going
pans
to make it.
ideal.
All
It gives
right.
you something
I'm
to
committed.
carry
I'm
With the
with
gravy
committed.
as well?
It gives you
Yeah.
something to
Are you
cook
gonna-
with.
Why would I not make the gravy? If
Are you
I'm making the
gonna-
biscuits,
Are you
I'm
gonna-
gonna make the gravy.
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
think a lot of
gravy
people
from a
realise
stock
that you
from
just
a
bang the
bottle?
whole
or
I
you
thing
am
add some
going
of
to
your
look
beer?
up.
Oh, that's right.
I
They're
don't
fully
know.
immersible, so
I'm-
yes, the dishwasher or
I
or
don't
if
think
you
I
are
will
cleaning
because
the
I'm.
sink,
It depends.
just make
I'm
sure
gonna
you
read
have
recipes
the
for those
gravy.
gravies and
The
see
other
what they
thing
do.
to
consider
Because
is
I've
that
been
always use
stealing
soft
all of your
utensils.
beer dregs
But if
with
you
the
do
yeast
have
at the
to
bottom,
accidentally
just making
scratch it,
gravy
it's not
out,
a
and it's so
catastrophe.
good.
It's still very
By the way, that
usable.
was
Oh,
in the
that's
sausage
right,
rolls
it's
that I was
perfectly
giving
safe.
you.
Right.
That was your beer
Like all
dregs were
non-stick
in.
surfaces,
I made a
the
gravy
pan
out
should
of
be
mushrooms and
conditioned
added
with
that
We should have Sky for an episode. I'd love to have
using
Sky
a dishwasher
for an
after
episode.
every wash.
Because he
Who
doesn't
cares?
watch much.
The point is just getting have him here and get
You'd
him
have to
going.
readjust your.
Maybe have me this much higher.
It's really
Just
is exciting. It's a new generation non-stick.
yeah, I'd love to have Skylar over for an episode.
Maybe if we can find some VHS
Easy to
about
clean,
like
and it has excellent
trannies
cooking
or cross
properties because
dressing.
it allows you to.
That might be
cook,
fun
and
if we can
seafood
find it. But
like a
if
real
not, just have him on for an episode. I don't
won't
care what it
scrape.
is.
Can we get
Just-
RuPaul on
And it's called
VHS?
Excalibur. Excalibur.
If you
Yeah,
want
would he
to
fit
move
in
up from a
frame?
fried
He
pan,
wouldn't fit
this
in
big
frame.
sizzler
No,
bag
not in
can
this
do
frame.
all your
Fuck no.
fries and pancakes,
I went through my whole
toasted
life being
eggs
called
and
tall,
bacon,
and then
big
Skylar
fish.
just towers
Or
over
for a
me.
buffet
He's
dinner, you can use it as a
huge.
warming tray
Oh,
for
by
your
the way,
casseroles.
next birthday he's having, which is very soon. Not only is he just inviting people over to watch a drag show with him.
Fuck yes!
I don't know that I
All
want
set
to
to
go
go.
up to Melbourne, but it sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, but
But it sounds like fun. But
I want to
But
go.
apparently he's sending his
So
whole
what I call
family
a starter
messages
iron is
about
somebody who's a low
dead naming.
budget, or even somebody who's just
No more
moved away
Philip.
from home like a teenager. They could get away with this. particular
Yes,
thing.
finally!
I know, right?
I have wanted him to do that for so long.
The spray bottle and
Ah, I'm so proud.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm so happy, dude. I love that.
that
Yeah,
rely
stop
on
doing
moisture
that.
to relaxify
It's
it.
Skylar, fuck that. Stop letting people
Dead
call
name.
you by your dead name.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Fuck that.
So you really need spray, such as in this iron, to pre
Anyone who
dampen
cares
I'm
will know
so
what we're
happy.
talking about.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, he told me that the other day. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
It's different with synthetic fibers like
Stand
nylon
up.
and
You don't need
polyester,
the rest
which
of that.
heat
Like,
to take the wrinkles out.
My
And that's
life
what
has
you
been
look for
so
is
much
a non-stick
easier
base.
since I got rid of
This
the whole
base is ideal for
family
somebody
issue.
who uses spray starch or
I
Family
guess
is
I'm
people
lucky in
you
that I
don't
barely
find.
had it. I think the problem, the biggest problem I had with family is when I sort of went off the deep end.
With
It
this one,
was
it just glides
probably
over.
after you and I started, just like stopped hanging out.
What else should you look
2012.
for when you're
Yeah.
buying an iron?
I think I
You should look
13.
for,
What
features,
was
and
it?
this
Either
one
way,
has
whatever it
feature
was.
with a full button groove that makes it very, very
I
easy
kind
to
of just
clear out
like
the buttons.
All those dreadful
became
more
so
buttons.
like
Boat-shaped
shut
brake
off
plates are curved
from the
all
whole
around,
world,
which prevents creases
and I
occurring
think my
when
family were just
sideways.
worried, obviously,
Contour
but
handles also
I kind
make
of took
them
offense to that, and that was the
Some
biggest
irons
problem I
have
ever had with
fabric
my
on them,
family, and
temperature
that I
guide to
like
make
the
it
whole
simple
time I
to
was just
select
like,
the right setting.
fuck it, I
And
just
look for irons
need to
that are easy
be
to see water tanks
whatever the
that are
fuck
also easy
is
to
going
fill
on. I
with
need to just be
grease.
in that. I need
All
to
irons
focus
need to
on
be cleaned.
what is
Putting
happening
iron
now
will actually abrade the fabric,
and where I'm
and the
at.
lint that you
Ah!
enters these steam holes. It turns into a brown charcoaly
He
mess.
looks
A lot of people
like
think
me
it's rust.
in that he
When you
like
come
kind
out
of
the
has an
iron, it's
overbite.
just
I have a big
very, very
overbite. You can like
nice.
fit your
It comes
fucking
out as
finger
a
in.
brown
But like
stain.
he looks like he's got that, but
Rust.
he's pushing his jaw forward, and he's like,
But if
Trying
you've
to
got one of
correct
these,
himself.
it cleans itself with a push
yes,
of a button and washes
I
it
am
clean.
an
Otherwise,
Australian
your iron will clog up with mineral
presenter.
deposits. You only need to clean it once a month.
Bill, what about safety with irons?
Maggie, probably the most dangerous thing is leaving the iron.
God, he is not made for
If you
TV.
walk away,
That's a 4-head right there. A 5-head. That's a 5-head. Look at that. It's
automatically.
this dude
With a lot of recession as well.
with a lot of recession.
And
Does
with
not
his
help
peak.
his case.
Knocks it off. Or it's a
Oof.
slight power interruption.
Ew.
And he's let it go long.
Overbite
too.
gang.
It turns off automatically.
The dentist was like, you probably need to have braces, and I'm like, yeah, but my mouth is comfortable as it is. And then eventually, this fucking, I'm still mad about this to this day. So the dentist was like to me, because of my overbite, he's like, you have this issue with your tooth.
So you work your way
So we're
up
gonna
the
fix it.
temperature scale.
It was one of my back
Doing your
teeth.
synthetics first,
He's like, I'm gonna fix it. And I was like, alright.
natural fibers,
And
that way
he
you don't have to
prescribed me
wait
a
for
drug
them
that
to
basically
cool
knocked
down.
me out for the whole thing.
I used
You
to
can
play
pre-dampen
Lego on
natural
those
fibers
drugs.
with water.
And
For that special occasion, if you
so
really want a
what
crisp
happened
shirt,
was
it'll
no,
start.
it was
Slightly
like
pre-dampen it,
proper
and leave it in
knockout
it
pills.
It's my
overnight.
favourite drug.
It
No,
brings
I
the
get
I
it.
was
close
like
down.
half of one I was comatose.
Yeah.
And I wake up
Of course,
after this
you must
surgery,
spray
or
or
it's not even a surgery. That's
Was it hay
stupid to
fever
call it
medicine?
that. Whatever. No, it was like proper strong. Hay fever medicine doesn't do shit to me.
There's low steam
Yeah,
But-
it made you go to the toilet when you went down the toilet.
That wasn't hay
And
fever
unless you
meds,
want that
dude.
worn-out,
Okay.
shiny look,
Whatever the fuck
never
that
really
was, it was
correctly.
not hay fever meds.
Instead, put a pressing cloth
That was
over
cold
detail over
medicine,
the top,
a
and then
like
on.
a bad cold flu medicine. That's what that was.
Regenerate the garment
But
using
yeah,
a
so
pressing cloth.
what he ended up doing
Of
was,
course, you'll find the
instead of
manufacturer's
like
clear
just
instructions on the garment itself,
fixing
shows
that one
polishing
tooth that had
instructions,
problems,
drying requirements,
he fixed
and the
4
iron
of them.
symbols with 1, 2, or 3 dots
4 at the
corresponding
back,
to
and he
temperature
put
settings on these
shit in
irons.
them. Like
here's
basically
how to hide a cotton
the
business shirt in 3
equivalent of a
minutes.
filling,
If
but
you
for
don't
like
know
the
what
top,
you're doing,
where it
it'll
kind of just
take
like
15 minutes.
adding
Still
to the
look like
tooth,
you're rolling.
basically, to say like,
Yeah,
oh,
why
maybe it's a
can't
little bit hollow. We need to like unhollow that.
And start with the yolk.
And what he ended up doing was there were these lumps in my teeth.
Yeah, I had those.
And it was
do the front,
the most like I couldn't sleep
back,
because the whole
and then
time
onto
it's
the
like I
next
can't
side and
close
front.
my mouth. If
Keeping
I
the
do,
shirt
it
moving in the
fucking
same
is
direction on the
uncomfortable and
right
it
They
end.
sucks.
put that shit on the top of.
And then
this
when
tooth.
the best thing was when I was at the dentist a couple of years ago when I got
Yeah,
this
mate,
tooth
you've got a
taken
crease in the
out
right
and I
spot.
got this
Today,
tooth
just
taken
try
out and all this
it
shit.
It's basically a crown, but it's like
What they did
torso or
was they're just
something.
like that's in the way and they just shaved it all down
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
comfortable ever since. It's been perfect.
Yeah, I had mine shaved.
The
down
dentist
as
was
well.
like, "What do they do here?" And they're like,
My favourite is the lily table
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Oh, this is great. This is amazing."
So when I passed out from low blood pressure and smashed my teeth on the fucking
When was that?
When I was living at Jill's house.
I was going to say that was a while ago, right?
Really?
I do remember that.
But
But
my front tooth is fine. Yeah, my
When you
beaver
finish
teeth,
ironing,
that part,
empty out the
it's
water
got this
so the
tiny
plates
little
don't form.
chip out the bottom, and it's
If
just
you don't
deep
have an
enough.
elastic iron,
Can you see
you
that
have
I've
to
got one
clean it
too?
regularly.
Yeah, I can.
Scotch-Brite.
Yeah, but it's just deep enough that when it first
Sticky.
happened, it was touching the
Store
nerve
the
and I
iron
could
away
feel
from
it, and
the
it was
clothes
feeling
dry, so
over that, and it
fat
felt
doesn't
so weird.
Mhm.
But then
And to
eventually
keep
it
your
just kind
steam
of
iron working
fell
at full
off.
strength,
And now I've
take
got
the steam
the
and dry
chip there,
button
but the
regularly
nerve
to
is
clean
dead.
the steam.
Well, again, the dentist that I went to was
Of
just
course,
like, "Oh,
always
we can
be
see you got a
careful
chip
when
there,
you
but
put
it,
it
whatever."
down.
No, they didn't even
Warm
file it
inside
down, as you can
is
see.
nasty
They just
sport.
like,
And
well,
never
I mean,
put an
I
iron
think
away hot.
they did a thing
Check
on the
cord
back
regularly
when I was a
too, because
kid,
if the
and then
cord's
they were
frayed,
just like,
replace it.
"No, I'm
It's
not touch
dangerous.
that."
Irons like these
Man,
have
we don't
extra
have
long
anything.
cords.
Have you ever had a
Flexibility and freedom to
filling
iron wherever
done
you like.
in the front teeth?
Yeah, this one.
Like a prop, like yeah. I mean, you would have, but then yes, it fucking hurts, right, when they inject the shit.
And
My
know that the basic
God, is that
hairstyle
painful?
is a really good cut, but it can be
So
frustrating.
that's where
trying
my
to
addiction
recreate that
to
great
like
hairstyle at home.
strong.
Well, it's just not realistic for us to go to the
Oxycontin came
hairdresser
from.
every day.
Just think,
If
like,
you've got
Because every
some
time I got
basic styling
a
tools,
tooth
you
pulled
can
how
out,
much
do
more
what
of this
you
do you
just
want? You should
stepped out
pour
of the
before
salon.
I.
Here's Maggie Moran.
Every time I got a tooth
Because I have
pulled
beer
out-
as well, by the way.
That's right.
Thanks, Maggie.
Every time I got
Hi.
a tooth pulled out, I
We
would
need a number
take
of
those
things
pills
to
and like
make the
100%
hairstyle
a Lego
success.
game, and it was
Firstly,
like the
we
best
need
thing
to
in the
work
world.
with some good hair care product. Shampoo
There
and
we go.
conditioner,
Keep the rest
for
along
the
with some
mixtape.
styling products, whether it be
What?
a spray,
The
a
mixtape
gel,
drink.
or a mousse, depending on
Oh,
how
you
you
mean
like
the-
to
okay.
style the
I was gonna say,
hairstyle.
what are we watching today?
We also need some brushes,
What, you wanna watch a mixtape?
combs, and of
Look,
course we need
she's
blow
got a
dryer.
Black & Decker hair blower.
This is a great one because it's got variable speeds. We've got a high speed
got variable
so that we can
speeds.
actually dry the hair off quickly. We work
Andrew
with a medium
chipped away
speed
his
to
tooth
help
when
style
he
the
chewed on a
hair.
teaspoon.
And there's also a cold
chewed on a
shot button
teaspoon?
if you're working
You know
with
what
curls
broke my
to
tooth
help
that I got
the
removed
style
here?
in place.
What?
The concentrated
burrito.
attachment that comes
Burritos
with
don't
the
have
blow
anything
Where is that,
hard.
right? It just
Well, you got a
broke
things
off.
that
Chickpea
help you
or
to
something.
control
I think I
your
just
style,
killed the tooth.
Whether you've got straight,
Honestly, it
curly,
must have been.
long, or
Yeah,
short
it was
hair.
already rotting from too
A
much.
diffuser's
How long does
used
this take?
for
Do I have time to go
wavy,
pee?
curly,
It goes for
or
another
even
10
permed
minutes.
hair, whether it be
I will
long,
go pee.
medium, or short.
And then we'll watch
The
the
benefit
epic
of
music
working
video
with the
again.
diffuser is you can create
Whoa.
lovely,
I like
soft,
that
natural
idea.
curls
That's where you
without
sign out.
getting that wind-blown or flyaway look. This is a hair styler. It comes with 3 attachments.
Finally, I found something
This
that he
attachment
enjoyed
is a
instead of
volume
whinged
curler,
about.
and it's designed to give volume through to the root area, right
Oxycontin
through
on
to the ends of
Netflix?
the hair.
Yeah, well,
It has a
that's
special
as
non-stick
a
coating, so the hair
So,
slides
Andrew, you
through
know that I
and
have
dries at
a,
the same time.
a chronic pain issue, so Oxycontin
This attachment
was
is
kind
a
of my
large
life
curling brush.
for quite
the
a
idea
while.
behind this is that you actually dry
Chronic
and curl your hair
bullshit.
at the same
It's
time.
needed,
It's
unfortunately.
very easy
These
to
days I
use,
try
and you
to
can
work
work with
through it rather
straight
than
hair
deal
to
with
get
it,
curling
but
to the ends of the hair if it's long, or even
that's
if
only
you've got
because
naturally
our government
curly
has
hair, you
put
can stretch the curl
restrictions
out
on
and give a softer
Oxycontin because
look.
too many people are getting onto it and
This
not
attachment
needing
is a
it.
small curling
Whereas
brush.
I'm the person who
You
needs
get
it,
the same
and it's
benefits
like,
as
can
the
I
big
please
curling
have
brush,
not
but you
pain
get a
today?
smaller and tighter curl
No,
result.
I can't have not pain today
When
because
styling
drug
your hair,
addicts
it's
abuse the
essential to
system,
use
and now I
special
can't get a
products.
hold of it.
They
Thanks.
not only help to support the
the hairstyle, but they also protect the hair from the heated appliances.
So now I
Depending
just
on the look
drink
that you
too
want
much
to
rum.
achieve, the soft natural
What?
look, we'd work with this spray product.
Opiate
If you
is
wanted more
addiction is
style
a real thing,
support,
but
we'd work
so
with
is
either
chronic
a
pain
natural
issues.
hold
No,
or
totally.
super hold mousse.
Because
And
they're
for
all
an
addicted
even
to
firmer or
opiate
longer
addictions
lasting
being
result,
prescribed
we'd work
wrongly,
with
it means
sculpting
that when
glaze
they
gel.
finally crack down on it, it's harder for me to get it and relieve my actual fucking pain.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants to spend their valuable leisure time cleaning, so here's Glennis with a few...
Valuable leisure time? What the fuck is that?
It's when you get to
Start by
clean
cleaning your
without
house in
worrying
a
about
logical
anything.
order.
starting from the ceiling. Work your way
Right.
down with the
That's what
dusting.
married life is. That's what home life is.
Not married life
When you're
at all.
growing up,
And that's where the
that's
dustbuster
what
comes
life
in.
is.
Yes,
It's like the older you get, the more you
after a meal,
kind of see
instead of letting them
crumbs.
be walked through the house.
That's
No.
what it is, right? Now that I'm 30 something,
I
nearly
don't
40,
think so.
now I
There are
see
a
crumbs
number of
more.
attachments
Were there
that
crumbs
leave
when I was a kid? I
A
don't know.
upholstery brush
Are
for
crumbs new?
lampshades, curtains,
Because I
or
see them
lounge
more
swings.
now.
I mean, I see them now that I have a kid. I think before that, I was very much just a... Just let them go, whatever, dude.
Oh, so you saw them. That's the thing. I didn't see them.
No, I would see them sometimes, but normally I'd be like, whatever.
Your brain
And a
just
wet and dry
ignored it as
dustbuster
not
with
something you
squeegee
needed to
is great
register.
for sucking
Yeah,
up spills.
But
pretty
now
much.
it's
It was
like,
just like a, you know,
that's
I'll
crumbs.
maybe I'll sweep tomorrow.
The correct
Like
angle
maybe.
this
Oh,
to
crumbs.
completely
If not,
dry
do it
the
eventually.
Oh, crumbs.
It'll get
Clean out
done.
these wet spills straight away, being careful not to turn the unit upside down so the spill doesn't
What's
run
pain
back out.
today? Today, pain.
If the
Pain.
nozzle
What's
is
it?
sticky,
I don't know
simply
what you're
pop it in
trying
the
to say,
dishwasher.
Chris.
The
There's
filter
not
bags are
pain
also
today
washable,
options.
so don't throw
What's
them
that
away.
mean?
Of course, dustbusters aren't just for
They're
floors.
prescribing it for
You can
profit.
clean the
Dude,
backs of
honestly,
wardrobes,
Yeah.
inside.
as
It's
much
kind
as
of
I
the same way the
understand,
banks kept
as
giving
much as
people
I
loans and
around
they
understand
wouldn't be able
that
to
side of it
back
in
their
the,
house.
as being a bad thing, I will say there was a time where I mentioned to you that I was in a lot of pain, and you were just like, check your mailbox, and you put some Oxycontins in there.
Yep. Because I knew
And
that
then-
I could get them
Cleaners, don't you think
at
the
a
dustbuster
reasonable
makes the
way.
perfect
And
Exactly,
you wouldn't
so
be able to get them.
I probably would not be able to get them. No, in fact, I definitely would not be able to get them. But like having those 2 days of just not having any pain whatsoever was liberating. It was amazing. It was
That's why I
absolutely
did it,
amazing.
you know?
Yeah,
So how
dude always looks out for me.
Try.
Always has.
Oh, I try.
Always
Always
has.
soak or blot it up. Never rub it back and forward. Work in one direction.
Right, I'm gonna
only,
finish this.
Working into the centre
Oh
of the stain.
yeah, we're gonna go down on it. Why do you
If the
shot
stain
so
is
much?
dried, or even if you don't know what it is,
I like
here's
sipping
a
my
tried and true
straights.
remedy.
I like
Over
shots,
strong
man. I
frost
know what it
onions,
is about it.
over
I
Because
don't.
you grew up in the
Sponge
days with
paste
that guy with the
mixture of 1
afro.
tablespoon of borax
No,
And the
it's-
wiggly penis.
Remembering not to get the carpet too wet.
It's the. I think the reason I've always liked shots.
If it
Hang on, I'll do the
feels
shot
like wax
first.
or chewing gum,
Shot,
put
shot,
ice on
shot,
it first
shot,
to make
shot,
it
shot.
brittle. Then just chip it
You
off.
got to put ice on the chewing gum
Now,
before you
stain
chip it
removers
off.
are really quite dangerous around
Glycerin.
young ones.
I've
So
always
use
liked
them with
shots
care.
because
And when you've finished, put them in a sealed container.
shots basically
well
mean
away
you can
from
be
little
drinking whatever you
hands.
want.
A lock cupboard.
In other words, like, if I have a shot of vodka, I can then sit around with a bottle of water.
Probably one of the first
And then be like, I'm drinking my bottle of water, and people are like, you're a wuss. I'm like, no, I'm having shots,
And
what are you
until
doing? And then I have to
recently,
go beer in
it
the
was also one
hand.
of the most dangerous.
Like, yeah,
if done correctly.
I'm drinking.
Last year, you know, there were more than
A lot,
300
dude.
toast-related fires in Australia. Now, John,
Dude, I can't remember who. I think it might have been Ken.
Maggie, for instance.
Yeah, probably.
I think Ken bought me a jug of snake bite one
wouldn't put it
time
past him.
at Cabnock, and
I
because
mean, that's your claim to fame is
and then when the
Gothic Prince
power's
Ken
resumed,
from that big
the toaster will
Japanese
start again
goth
automatically,
band,
and there's a
GPK.
dangerous
tranny
lubrication
goth
fire
band
being ejected.
GPK
John,
bought
I
you a
understand
bottle,
this
a jug of
is
snake bite
automatic
once.
shutdown that requires
Ken's
resetting
hot, by
manually.
the way.
So
Ken
it
is
can't
hot.
reset
Ken is hot
as
as
you
fuck.
say so.
I was
But-
so
And then
disappointed
it's
that I
called
brought him
toaster,
down to
it'll still
Geelong,
shut
but
down
I
over
did
the
like
carriage
having him down. He was
when
cool.
he was at
That
Cabnock
was
one
fine.
time, and he
Just
bought
to
me
show
a
you
jug of
it
snake bite, and he
Yeah.
bought himself a jug of snake bite,
Automatically
and we
cuts
got
off power if someone drops a knife into it.
Yeah.
like, it was so good. Like him and I just sitting there laughing.
Don't put a knife in the fucking toaster.
Yeah, don't
But
put
you
a
make
knife in
any
the toaster.
safer
Even
by
if you're
keeping it clean on
making
the
fruit
inside.
toast.
He
Emptying
was
the country regularly
he
stops
he
the
was
crumbs from building
speaking
up
Japanese and
becoming
laughing.
fires.
I was speaking
It
English
also
and
helps keep
laughing.
creep
We had
clean.
no idea what each other was saying, but we were laughing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Was that when he was in a nice suit, or was he girled up for that night?
I have to confess,
Dude, he bought me a
That's
you
because
don't
it's
remember?
taken
Shake
a lot
Was
more
that back when
Snake
we were at
bite.
that
Longer
cat
taste.
place in the middle of the
Basically, fruit
market?
toast or raisin
Yeah.
takes the
Yeah,
least
yeah,
time.
when they played
White bread is in the
Nosferatu on
mid-range.
repeat. in
Ah,
the entryway.
dude, I passed out
It's the
so many
bread
times
fresh,
to that
it's not
movie.
gonna taste
Jack
good.
went to that.
Me and my girlfriend have been really getting into swinging lately.
So now there's
Every
a
day
toast that
after
does the
school,
thinking
I
for you.
think.
You set the level of brownness you want, and whether it's a fresh crumpet or star raisin bread, it will always come out perfect.
No, we're going to the playground. There's no keys in the bowl in this situation. Keys in his
It'll
bowl,
detect
but
that
I
it's
wasn't
cold
up
and taste
for
it
it.
longer. If the taste pops up and you're not quite ready for
I mean,
it,
Tori's
you can
nice.
always-
I want to say something here. I don't know if I should.
Go on.
Okay, I'll say
I
it.
mean, my wife's a swinger, whatever.
Yeah, well, it is about your wife.
Yeah, she used to
When- when
more swingy now.
so before
than she
Tori,
was now. Is that good?
my previous partner I had got engaged to, and we'd broken up and
Is that the
been
Asian lady?
They
I
give
don't remember your
cold
partners.
steam,
I had an
filling
Asian
and
lady?
pouring,
You had an
and they
Asian girlfriend at
require
one
less
point.
water than a cover
Oh, when
than
we
the
weren't
old bowling
talking.
ball kettles. And they're safe
She was
too,
from like
with
America or
auto
something.
cut-out.
No, she wasn't
So they
Asian.
won't boil
Wasn't
dry.
What?
she?
No,
I'm racist,
no.
that's fine.
I feel like she was a trumper in the end.
Oh, boy.
Honestly.
If you've got arthritis,
Now,
they're
looking
easy to
back,
make
like I'm pretty sure she is probably a trumper now.
You should probably continue on with your story. I
But
didn't
yes,
know
no,
that at
she
all.
she
You got
sucked.
engaged
She's
with
terrible. I
somebody,
hope
but
she's watching. If you're watching, you're a piece of shit. And I fucking
actually, I
after
never
everything
met
you
her.
put everybody else through, I don't even care what you did to me, but what you did to everybody else, you're a fucking piece of shit.
I
And
didn't
fuck you.
ever meet her via
Nobody
cyber
did.
or physical.
I think
so
my
don't know
sister
her.
maybe did. No one else really did.
They're
Your
adding
sister?
some petroleum jelly
Your
on the
sister
front
takes
and
photos
wiping it all
and
off
doesn't
with a
afraid of
tissue.
anything.
Oh.
I love my sister. Anyway, after that all went to shit, and eventually I started talking to you again because I feel like the main reason. I mean, actually, Brandon met her too, and Brandon and one of the things is she wanted to fuck Brandon, I think.
Pretty much, no.
And Brandon was at the time still with his missus. In fact, I think he still is. I don't know what Brandon's up to. I hope he's
shooting possums with a bow and arrow.
shooting possums, but
and he's eating them.
yeah, and then I was just like, no, like I'm not really into the whole swinging thing. It's not my deal. And she was like, oh, all right. And then eventually, she left. There's a whole story there. I won't really tell the whole story.
You
It's
couldn't
not
even
worth.
drive, let alone put your keys in the bowl.
Cleverly learning.
Yeah, I get ya. Anyways, I mean, you're not wrong.
We could have taken her to one of Ryan's parties.
In retrospect, it would have been good for the relationship. Early on, I had taken her to a McHale party.
Then
Yeah.
she could have slept with someone else, and you could have slept with Ollie. It would have been fine.
And even if it is accidentally knocked over, there isn't a rush of boiling.
He tried to rape me.
I
Okay.
know, right? That's terrible. I'm sorry that I... No, we should not talk about that. That's not cool.
I'll talk about it happily, but
No, but it's not cool because it doesn't matter.
it
whether
wasn't
it's got a
cool.
girl
It wasn't cool. It
involved
was
or
not okay.
It's not
That
cool.
situation was the possibly one of the 3 worst experiences of my life, like somewhere in that range. But anyway, she left, and then eventually, yeah, I love how it feels like you're trying to change the subject. You know, it's going to come back to your wife here in a way.
My wife said back early in our relationship that we should all jump
No,
in
this
bed
was
together, right?
probably this is like after that all happened, and you and I started talking again, and like the point I was trying to raise was, I think that she.
It's one of those chasing Amy moments where it's like just to make us all feel better, right?
No. I think she like tried to kind of. She wanted me to move to Detroit.
For maximum
in the
freshness
end.
and flavour,
My wife?
always grind the coffee just before you
Yes, your wife was like, "Hey Pete, let's fuck off on Rob, and we'll move to Detroit."
We're gonna do some Chicago business. She loves that movie.
I feel like
I did the music for the movie, right?
I'm
You watch it.
sure
It says
you
Robert
did.
Marshall, big music time producer.
Yeah, so my ex was just, I think she always wanted to, she said she wanted to move here, but I think in the end, I think the permanent move would have been, we ended up in Detroit. And eventually she just fucked off back to Detroit, blah, 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 long story, not going to tell it.
She wanted you to move to Detroit, but she'd stay here.
I would rather just not.
Or
If
if you
Tori,
moved to
if Tori
Chicago-
tomorrow says, I'm moving to Detroit, I'm staying here. I'm moving in with you.
We've got the room. We got a double bed.
No shit.
We've got a bunk bed. Chris can come over too. You can share bunks.
I'll share a bed. Just give me a double bed. Me and Chris can share a bed. I've shared a bed with you many times.
Chris
I don't give
doesn't
a
like sharing
shit.
beds with people unless he knows them real well. It's all good.
He knows me pretty well.
Yeah, well, okay. He'll probably
Come on,
share a
Chris.
bed with
Come
you
on, Chris.
more quick than the current.
But yeah, eventually, like you and I actually got to talking again, and the reason that I think the moment that it really came to,
Best thing in my life.
I think the moment where it really happened was when I moved in with Sky. Like just the day before, the day before we really I made the decision to move in with Sky.
Yeah.
Was when you and I started talking again.
It's
Man,
because
that was like a half-hour video, and
I tried to convince you to do so because I knew that you were kind of spiraling, and
I was spiraling hard,
I needed
man.
Something, and I didn't have this.
And I just remember, Sky brought me over and was like, "This is the house." He showed me the whole house, and we sat down. This is just before your birthday party, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
6.
And I was just in a bad way, and so I'm like hanging out with Sky, and I was just fucking miserable. And he's just like, you should move in here. Like, we've got the spare rooms, and I promise if you move in, we won't put anybody in the other room. You just have that whole half of the house where, like, I'll come through and I'll cook dinner.
And aside from those days where Kate came over, it was great.
Who?
Kate, what's her name? I don't even remember.
I know, yeah, okay. So I know who you're talking about. But anyway, so like
Cat, sorry.
That was kind of roughly the time that Rob and I started talking again after all that time. And it's not like we ever had a fallout. We never had a moment where you and I just had a thing where like we just weren't talking for a reason. We just kind of fell out of contact for whatever fucking stupid reason. There's no reason. It just happened. And then I moved in with Sky. And then that was on like the day that I agreed to move into Sky's place was your birthday, as I was saying. And there's photos of that party. I mean, there's that photo of you, me, James. By the way, there. James was there, and he's in the photo. The photo popped up on my timeline like recently on Facebook. It was like
Google
remember
fucking listens, right?
No, it was a thing where it was like this happened this many years ago. I can't remember exactly how long ago it was now, but yeah, there's that photo. And it popped up. Anyway.
Pirate ship.
We wanted to on the pirate ship.
Exercise in front of that, but it was
it's closed. It's closed. The
fucking
pirate ship is
pandemic.
closed.
Closed our thing.
But yeah, and then like I remember just Sam started messaging me. And so for context, when I met Sam sort of like in those first few months and you guys were together, we went to Cab Knocks a couple times.
We did, and I showed her off to everybody.
And that whole time...
I like walked her around and I'm like, hey Gary, look at this. And hey Tom, look at this. Hey GPK, look at this.
Hey Tom, look at this. Tom's just like, I bet.
Shut up! I love Tom. He's an asshole, and I'll never hang out with him. But I love him.
He was great to be around, but I do not want to hang out with him ever.
Nope. But Tom is the guy.
That whole time, like you guys were together, and Sam would just go in. She just had the questions, and she would ask things like personal things.
She's a.
And like the whole time, just like
a psychologist, 100%.
and the whole totally.
If she didn't have her own problems, she would be a good psychologist.
I think she'd be a better psychologist considering she has her own problems.
It'd be better if she had.
No, I disagree. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that there's more empathy in having been there. You know what I mean?
Been exactly had.
But even being there. It's just like, I'm depressed all the time. I hear depressed people talk about this shit, and I'm just like, oh man, me too.
And that's why she stays up all night talking to all you fuckers.
But yeah, she would ask me all these questions, and they were very vivid questions, and like the whole time, I'd be like, why am I sharing this? Stop.
She's good at that.
And so like when we stopped talking, I was just like, yeah, good. Like eventually, like I do remember a point where I was just like, yeah, now I don't have to like. Deal with that shit.
No one's gonna walk into my caravan at 3 a.m. with a pot on their head trying to sing me faith.
No, it wasn't that necessarily. I think it was more just me trying to justify it, in that like I was just like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, why does she want to know who I am? You know what I mean? And like, yeah, it was petty. It was petty as
fuck. She loves me and she loves you.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I know that now.
Yeah.
And then like getting to know her later on is when. Chester just wants to play.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Pizza. Come here, pizza.
Piece of shit. But yeah, like later on, and like I've admitted this to her. She knows that I felt that way.
Yeah, she knows.
She 100% knows, and I've explained it to her, like, and we've had that actual like one-on-one conversation where I've explained to her, like, yeah, like I was in a really fucked place, and like I just took everything personally, and like the way you were acting at the time was you. And it was innocent, but for me, it was just like I want to hear about your stupid life. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's watch the fucking music video again.
No, you had a point. You were talking about how Sam said if it gets you better, then you
okay. So, but then so when we started talking again, and like when we finally became sort of like. We started talking like properly again. Eventually,
was this before or after my wedding? Because I don't actually know.
I don't remember specifically. I think it was before. I want to say it was before, but
no keys. We all know where we all live. You can park your car at my house.
Well, that's it, right? Well, I always said the idea would probably just move in with you once we sell the house and we don't get a new one because it's going to take forever for us to get a new one.
Yeah.
But eventually, like. I was talking to Sam. I don't even remember what it was, and I think sexuality came up eventually, as it does. When you talk to Sam, it's going to come up eventually. And she was, and like, I just mentioned how I'd been frustrated. I'd been like, because this is before Tori and I got together. I'd mentioned that, like, yeah, it's just been like, it's been really hard to adapt into the fact that I previously went from someone who was like hypersexual to just not having anybody.
On the teetering to asexually sort of thing.
Well, I mean, I've always kind of been teetering on that line anyway.
Which kind of made, I think it's funny, we'll get back to the actual story. I think it's kind of funny that the fact that you teeter on the idea of asexual brings you around to being something of more of a sexual explorer.
No, I think a lot of maybe people, I don't think that's necessarily
to be like,
true.
is that real? Because you did the whole like girl twice your age.
I did do that,
and
yeah,
and like there's a lot of like those sexual experiences that you've had that are
I've
kind
done
of amazing, but like at the same time
I've done a lot in terms of just like. Compared to the average person, I don't think I'm that far above average though in terms of my experiences.
Yeah. Like I
you know what I mean?
Have a low number of people, but as far
it's
as
not about the numbers. It's just about like.
It's interesting that I find it interesting that you've explored to make sure.
I guess so.
Is what I'm saying.
I guess so, but anyway, the point of the story is at one point during that whole, you're probably considered repressed. As long as you're not an incel, you're all good with me, Chris.
You can't say that on Twitch.
Incel, ban me.
No,
Fuck you,
don't.
Twitch.
We got a show to do.
I'm recording it. We can go onto YouTube.
I don't
Fuck
want to.
you, Twitch, and your fucking stupid sexist rules.
Man, Chris, when are you coming down? It's like in a month or so, yeah. We're gonna watch some
You just want to watch movies and talk about movies. So no,
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a relationship. It's okay. We don't have to suck each other off. I don't mind.
I mean, you can.
We can, but like, we don't have to. Stop it.
What was that, Chester? You got something to say on the topic?
Alright.
But yes, let's watch that one video again.
But you were going to get around to the point where...
I mean, there's not much more to say other than... Eventually, like, we were talking about stuff and, like, I'd mentioned my sort of, like, history and stuff and she was just like, well, look, I know you're lonely, so if there's ever a point where you want to experiment, just let me know and you can get in bed with Rob and me.
But that's the thing, like, I was involved in that
situation.
Like, she made sure that if she was going to ask, she was going to ask me first.
That's a big point considering everything that's happened, but...
Recently, yeah. Like,
well, I mean, just in general.
In
your life. In
my life, yeah. She was going to ask me first, but she was just making sure that that's what you did or didn't need.
Can we watch the music video again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to watch that again.
But I feel like these days she wouldn't really be into that.
No, probably not. And I'm like, it's cool that there's that. I mean, I'll call it a growth. I don't know if that's really the right word, but
it's a growth in our relationship where she's settled down from her teenage years and.
Well, I mean, it's not even that necessarily. I think it's more just, you know, I think she was cautious. I think is a good way to put it.
I think she valued your contribution to my life more than her own relationship in my life.
That's probably a good point, actually. I think that might be a good part of it as well.
Yeah.
But also, just I think as well, though, I think it's worth noting that maybe there was a point where she was just like, I guess this might just be another one.
It might. Yeah, well, I guess.
You know what I mean? Not that obviously it wasn't, but I mean, you know what? You like she's been through a lot. I'm just gonna auto-play.
It goes for everyone, not just Sam. If anyone wants to do anything at all, run it by me first, okay?
I can ask Sam, and if she says yes, I have to then like if I want to go to the shops. I message Sam immediately, and I'm like, "Hey Sam, can I go to the shops today?" And she's like, "I don't fucking know. Ask Rob." Every time, dude. Every time.
And as long as it's okay by her, then
this
it's
is my favorite video ever. I'm just
really.
This is.
I love the Germanness of it.
No, just the whole thing. There's not a single aspect that is bad.
Like the bright shirt.
It takes everything I hate about the instructional videos and removes it.
I know, right? Let's just make it into
Hey Rob, can I have lunch today? Say no. Don't let him. Don't let him do it. Don't
tell
let
you
him.
what. I tell you
Don't
what.
let
I'll
him.
drive out to Little River. I'll ride my car straight into your fucking bins, and then I'll pick you up. We'll go for lunch.
Is that a reference? That never happened. We never did that.
We didn't do it.
Definitely not 3
I
times.
heard that somebody did it.
Somebody did that one.
So I thought
or
it'd be funny
2 times.
to mention it.
Yeah, it would be funny to mention the fact that one time somebody
did it.
wasn't us.
Who the hell would do that? Just smash
Sink
into
so
people's-
low.
I know,
Just
right?
smashing someone's bin on
Especially in
midnight.
Little River.
Oh,
at
in Little
midnight.
River.
I mean,
God damn.
I assume that Jack would have had to have come out and cleaned up the mess, and it would have been just a day. It would have been a day.
Can Andrew bring his American Girl over and buy a house? You should probably just do it over there. It's cheaper over there in Ocean. Honestly.
Oh, there's that thing again. Like, what is that? What is he cleaning? Honestly.
I don't know. I think it's like, it looks like a gym, like a school gym sort of showers
gym.
area.
Yeah, where he's got his camera set up.
But like an 80s one.
Yeah, with
Like
girls.
not something that like that
Plug
I
it
went
up.
to school with and
Plug
it was
it up.
built in
Plug
like
it up.
2002. We need to find some VHS tapes related to the school that Jack and I went to so that we can talk shit about it
I
and
mean,
laugh.
I've got...
and-
We watched one a couple of weeks ago with the Lara kids at one point.
Yeah, but that's actually the school that was directly connected to the high school we went to. But if we could find some shit that was related to Lara
I mean,
High.
I quite often visit the Lara op shops to look for VHS.
It's
if I can
amazing.
find stuff.
It's you probably wouldn't because it was too late anyway for that.
We got
But-
the yellow tape, man. That's such a cool
No, I'm just
tape.
saying. It's. I'm sorry. It's a thing where it was just too late for VHS. The school opened, and it opened in 03.
We can do it
as an example.
We can.
So I don't think VHS was really super on the
If we
cards
can find
for
DVDs,
everything.
then like we can.
Oh,
make
dude,
an exception.
well, I mean, I have the year 11, 12 stuff.
I mean, you've
done.
already let me make exceptions for the exercise show that we don't have to be on VHS, and I've got Jerry Halliwell on DVD. Like,
I want
as
that.
soon as
Can
you
we start
told
with that?
me, I went and
I
I looked
wanna
and I went,
start with
oh
that,
my god, do you want to
dude.
start with Jerry Halliwell?
Yes!
Let's spice up our lives.
I want to spice up my life, dude.
People of the world. Yeah, and then I also found like a DVD box set of like pregnancy exercise videotapes. Like, come on. So perfect.
But I mean, I do have the DVD that is all the year 11, 12,
People of the
year
world.
12, year 12 student films and stuff. We did that on cinema, but if we had Jack around, I would happily watch that again.
Yeah. Let's find some
That
sort
would
of
be
reason
fun.
that's not just your family's wedding.
Yeah, I mean, the family wedding has nothing to do with me. I mean, my oldest brother wasn't even born at that point, you know?
Yeah, but it is your family. Like, it's your
Yeah,
mum
but
and dad.
it was just...
I'd like,
Yeah.
but the thing is,
It's a good tape, don't get me wrong.
When you tell me that it's okay to do that, I want to go with your camera to your parents' house without you and just sit down with your dad. After I've watched the video and made sure it's like all the weird shit about it, and just talk to him about it. Oh, sure, Bendigo Machine. Fucking German names for shit, man. I love this video.
This is my favorite tape we have ever watched. I'm not like the fact that there is like he's taking the hose off the tap.
Why?
And there's just this tune playing, dude. It's so
Can you play that
brilliant.
George Michael song for me, please? Compliment. Or
I'm gonna be so happy if we like export this to YouTube, right? And it's just like George Michael on my little impersonation there.
It's not gonna happen.
No, it won't happen. But if it did, it would be my favorite thing to ever happen in my life.
Yeah, vacuum that carpet. Oh, now you can vacuum the wood too? Oh my god, this thing is revolutionary.
How about this, Jack? Okay, Jack, if you're still here,
Wait, are they even selling anything at this point, or are they just like showing people
what's a
cleaning
theme?
stuff?
Pick a theme.
Yeah, pick a theme. We'll do it.
And then you come over next week and do it.
Next week.
Next week.
Oh boy.
Yes, yeah, just get you in the deep end.
Yeah.
Well, we're not moving in the next
What are you
week.
doing next Wednesday? Come on,
Let's just pick a theme.
I'll curate
do a fucking episode, bro.
A theme.
Bruh, you quit your shitty Coles job. You got time. Come on.
Jack worked at Coles. What was he, stacking shelves or like?
No, he was doing
trolleys?
deli stuff, I think.
Deli stuff. That's
Which
one
is
up
the
from
best,
your
bro.
brother. No,
That's
your
the
brother
best.
does push the trolleys.
My brother pushes the trolleys.
I know, because he says hello to me every time he pushes the trolleys and I'm there. I'm like, oh look,
He likes
Nick
when I
pushing
show
the
up.
trolleys. He's like, hi.
Then
Hi.
service.
He
Either
says-
way, fucking Cole sucks dick. And also, just dealing with random fucking people sucks dick. So there's no
So
way
does that mean you saw my photo on the wall?
No, because he works in Lara. He worked.
Rewind and
Past
play it
tense.
again.
Yeah, okay, we'll play it again. I love this tape, dude. I will watch this tape, man.
I got a letter in the mail that said my fingerprints have been destroyed.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Let's watch it in reverse. That'd be fun.
Okay, we'll watch it in reverse.
Yeah, just, it's done for.
Dude, I just
There's
remember
that
when you
one
announced
guy.
it to me. We were playing Warframe. You gotta get back into Warframe, man. I want more people to Warframe with. I don't play it because there's no one to play with. Should we get back into Warframe? I miss that shit.
But yeah, seriously, Jack, think of all
Think of a theme.
The themes.
Think of a
that
theme.
you could
List your top
remember.
3, and one of them will be done. I guarantee
Back
it.
in the 90s, you could buy videos about. Because, seriously, you've been watching this one. It's just bullshit, right?
It's just bullshit. That's the whole
There's
point.
so much bullshit in the world, and we've...
I still love Warframe, and I've unlocked every fucking frame in that game, obviously except for the one that is the one you can't get, which is Excalibur.
I can't
Prime.
do computer games. VHS,
I
unfortunately.
know we don't have anything for that, but
It'd be
I mean,
nice.
maybe we do,
can
but at
computers,
best we
but
probably
that means
have
we have to
half
sit
an
and
hour.
watch that fucking Windows 98 thing for 3 hours.
Yeah, well, that's Windows.
That's
I miss playing Warframe with the boys.
The boys.
The boys.
The
Dal
Rhino
boys.
Man
I said
and
Dal boys. I said DA boys.
Electric Man
Dal boys.
and Vulture and
Elec Man. Volt Man. Fireman. Iceman.
you play it again.
Alright, this is the last time though. The episode's done after this.
Oh, okay.
You got that long?
But that music, you got to put it in the outro music. It's got to be the
It's
outro
going
music.
to be the credits once I get the rip.
I like it.
I will edit it together.
What's it doing? It's not even spraying straight.
It's brilliant.
Why is it making a toy?
I want one. Just
So
'cause it was-
intermission means stutter. You want one of these things?
Yeah.
They're hard to search for on eBay because you can't type oops.
Yeah, you finally made it. Next time you're gonna be on it. Next time you're gonna be on it. Just bring up a theme and show up.
All you have to do is bring up a theme. It's not hard. Come on.
Just one theme. Come on, list it in chat. List it in chat.
Pretty
Go
sure
on.
I could cater to it.
Just
Even
one
if
word.
we-
Give us 3 words, 3 keywords, and one of them will invoke a theme,
Yeah.
and we can.
I'll try to involve them all.
And just
but,
come over
you know.
next week, dude. So the way that it works.
The way it
on-
works is Rob will come pick you up from Little River.
Well, yes, he
after
will.
Smashing into your
But I'm
fence
saying the way that the day itself works is Jackson goes down for his nap.
at about
Whatever time he fucking goes down for a nap, because
Yep.
fuck that kid, he's a fucking dick, and he
And if he
will
doesn't,
sleep when he
then we
wants to
give him
sleep.
vodka.
In fact, he will sleep
I
the
hear
most
pillows
inconvenient
at night.
hours, so we may start late now that we've talked about it. But in terms of you coming over, we'll just come over and we'll start the episode.
Just tell me, I'll
you know?
pick you up.
And then you have some drinks with us, and because if he's driving, you can just
If
get
I'm
fucking
driving,
hammered.
then you have to drink more than me.
You have to drink
Because
way
as
more
long
than
as
him.
you have more alcohol in your body than I do, then it's okay for me to drive.
That's legal.
It's
That's
legal.
the legal
That's
precedent
that's
right there.
That's what it is.
We're setting the
That's
precedent.
the legalities, right? You'll have no fences by the time I'm done.
The whole world will have no fences by the time you're done.
Yeah! You just have to give us a theme. What do you want to watch
Just give us a
videos
theme.
about?
Just give us a theme.
And we'll watch them about it.
We have to do one with Milsheen as well. I feel like Milsheen
I'd
needs to be
love
here
it
for an
if Andrew
episode.
came down for a while. He can stay in my bunk beds for a while.
Hey Milsheen, do you want to stay in his bunk beds for a while and
A couple of days. We'll watch some
come for a
shit.
Tape Time episode. The point is, we love special guests. And we had Chris on and it was
We've had
brilliant.
Chris on. Was that even OTT or was that just cinema?
No, that was OTT, because he came down. He was actually here for it.
Oh, because we had his VHS.
And it was... he was here! What are you forgetting the fact that he was here and commenting on it too?
I didn't know that he was here for Wood's
And then,
episode.
you know, we had the whole, like, just give her the bloody ball thing,
Give her
and
the
it was
bloody
brilliant. Which is probably the best fucking quote from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris was here for both, because we did Hands of All.
Oh, we did both, yeah.
Don't want to impose on Pete.
You're not imposing. We'll use you for entertainment.
Pick a theme, though, Shane. Same with you, Jack. Just pick one. Stop being a bitch.
Somebody pick a theme for next week as well.
Yeah, someone pick a theme and then be here.
Even if you're not going to be here, at least pick a theme for next week. Somebody. Otherwise, we'll have to think about it. And if I think about it too hard...
He's running away. Grab him. Grab the puppy!
It's probably going to be gardens, because they're poems today and gardens next week. Funny. Is that funny? I don't know if that's funny. That's a Noni reference.
I love Noni. I only remember Play School those. We got copyright struck on the Noni video, by the way.
Did we? Yeah. Too bad.
No, I don't care. No, it's not like a proper strike, but it's just like you can't monetize it. Yeah. Something I don't know. I never checked. Hang on, shall I check? Shall I check what we got in trouble for on that video?
The video from being watched.
No. It's still up, but we got in trouble for something for it technically.
Trouble. I think there's a difference between trouble.
Trouble is in like we got told like ooh your video is like not yours.
It's getting monetized by someone else.
Hang on, let me check.
That you love so much is
I love this music so much,
It'd come out so bad if it was.
No, if it's copyright, at least we can contact the owner and be like, "Hey, this fucking shit is amazing. Can we please, please have permission?"
You got +6 viewers in the last 6 days. Awesome.
I'm +6. You know, my weird thing is, hang on, I'll bring it up after this. Hang on, let me put the chat up in here so I can still kind of see it there.
Obscured take time. What's going on? Can I not see what we're doing? What's going on?
Man, I'm mad at this video. There's only like 2 minutes left.
Rewind it. Play it again.
Hold on, wait. Oh man, where is it?
I don't know. I've been uploading a lot of stuff to your channel lately. It's still processing the drinking games apparently.
Oh, no, that's because I tried to remove one of the songs. I'm going to keep doing that until it is okay.
But no, I did that. And
No. Where it's just like, you know how you do that thing where it's like remove the song only?
Yeah, but I already...
Dude, so the clip I love, that's one of my favorite clips. I feel like we need to have Jack on just to watch that stuff. Because it's me going, ah, like pretending to be zapped, because Jack's doing the forced lightning from Star Wars on me, right? And then like I'm like, ah, and I'm like, shut up, Jack. Ah! It's one of my favorite clips ever, dude. I hate it, but I love it. Maybe it's not. Did you upload it?
What?
The Noni video.
The video? Not yet.
No, okay, so never mind. I thought maybe it's time to... I guess maybe I mistook time to sleep or whatever. But...
Did you pick it? Are you trying to make everything so that we don't have copyright claims?
Nope.
Oh, that's alright then.
Only the episode of cinema where I'm like, whatever. If YouTube can mute the audio only, then yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, well I can do that if you want.
I don't care that much.
I know, but like
all the tapes, leave the tapes. The actual tape rips, leave them.
Unless they are
not
viewable.
Nope, leave them.
Okay.
Put them on archive. Don't care. It's better to have the full tape as is. Oh man! One more time. I need to have a beer. I'm gonna go have a piss and a beer.
A piss and a beer. We're gonna watch some more of the exact same.
I love this tape, man. I feel like I've never watched a tape since I was a kid and renting them from. It was called 5-Star Video.
Yeah.
And I've never had a tape before that has made me think like this is the greatest shit ever. This is my childhood of me just being obsessed with like rewinding and replaying a tape.
Lady and the Tramp. What was it?
I've never been a Disney kid.
What was the tape then?
Sandlot, which is a Disney
Ah,
movie.
Sandlot. Yeah, that's Disney. Ads for posable figures.
Tell them to pick a movie.
Chris said he wants to watch something that was early Tracy Lords.
No.
We do have one of those on VHS, right?
Nobody, you do not have that. That's a rarity. No one has that.
I have that.
No, you don't.
That's illegal.
No, it's not. You don't have it. It would be if you didn't. If you had it, it would be illegal, right?
Okay, I don't have it. I don't have it. We didn't say that. It's fine. I don't own that. Oh boy. Jesus. I said PG.
You don't have it. It would be illegal. If you had that, that would be illegal, but you don't have it.
Hey, it was James who didn't give it to me for my not birthday.
Don't incriminate somebody else.
He's the one who didn't give it to me for my not birthday.
He didn't do it. You're lying.
That's what I said. He didn't.
It's rude.
He didn't give it to me.
No, why would he do that?
I know. He didn't give me a Tracy Lords VHS for my not birthday. It's weird. Why would he?
Alright, last time. This is the end of the episode.
Is it?
Yes.
Come on.
100%.
How many more? Maybe I should have brought over that 4-hour Triton video.
Yeah, right.
And just put the music of this at the top. Number 43. This is how you cut a ball joint. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm bored. We'll do it, but we'll do it as a separate video, like a separate episode.
Yes.
Just that.
Churchy plays.
Churchy plays.
Get it going. Get it going. Let's get a theme going.
Nobody said a theme yet, except for Chris said that we should watch Tracy Lords.
I know, right? Neither of them have come up with them. We've invited Milsheen, we've invited Jack, and neither of them have actually come
4
through
hours
for us.
of the Christ dead
Running my
video
beer.
category. From your pour in the cup.
It's a shitty fucking French beer, but
French? If I start drinking it, will I be like, where's the Madonna with the big boobies?
maybe. It's not good. It's not a good beer.
You're talking about this one. It smells like gingerbread.
It's just
plain Madonna.
Wait, why would it? I can't think of why it would smell like gingerbread. That's weird.
Yeah, it tastes like a lager.
It
Is
is.
it a lager though?
It's barely a lager. It's like a
It's got more flavour though.
yeah. It's premium European lager beer from
Yeah, it's
France. It's gross.
Fuck lager, man. Lager's for people who don't like the taste of drinking.
Yeah, lagers for people who just want to drink quickly.
Get down.
It's like it doesn't taste great, but it's cheap.
I'm gonna buy you a high pressure hoser for your your household party. And then you can do this all day. You can put this on like a CD.
The only thing that would be getting
Play it.
used for is like spraying each other with it. You and I sitting on the back, I'd be like, ah! You want it? Oh, it's Ruby! Fuck you! Out the hurts!
Oh, my skin! Like he's cleaning his butt.
I'll message both Milsheen and I'll message Jack, as I said. I'll message both of them privately and see what they think.
Alright, if you come up with a theme before next week, then we won't do gardens.
It's gardens if not. If you don't want to see gardens,
We got better
Milsheen
ones today.
/ Jack, one of y'all better pick a
Gardens next
fucking theme.
Because I've got ABC's Guide to Houseplants. I have a
No!
I have a depression video called "Put a Gardenia in Your Hat and Deal with It."
What?
I mean, that's got flower themes, right?
I don't watch that anyway. That sounds terrible. That sounds the most like inconsiderate video. This music is amazing. It sounds like the most inconsiderate video ever.
I can't wait until this is the credits. This is what you're gonna do for the rest of the day. Isn't it?
No, so the funny thing about what Chris's last thing says, I'll spray you guys with it to yours while you're 69ing and see which one gives up. Milsheen's laughed at that, not knowing the context of that.
I don't know the context.
You watched the fucking show! Kenny vs. Spenny.
Oh,
69
that
episode.
particular episode. See, yeah, okay.
Who can 69 the longest?
They didn't like that episode.
And then Kenny was just like, I tried to give up, but I couldn't breathe.
This is what I said last night when we were doing the 100% run of Woodle. Like, it's just going to be all Kenny versus Benny references from now on. Just because you all know I can get it most of the time.
You know, one day you're going to come here on a day. And I'm going to be like, we're not doing tape time today. It's Drunk 101 day.
Yeah.
It's probably going to happen. If I don't plan a 101 in the meantime.
And I'm just going to be sitting there going, it's a good choice, mama.
Thank you, mama.
just the whole 12 hours of me going, it's a good mama. Good choice.
Did I steal this from Kenny? Did he do that in that episode?
I
I might have stolen it from him. I don't know. Every time I've done the whole like. No, hang on. I can explain the true story, like where the actual like are true. Good thinking, mama.
That's what me and Chris were saying last night. Her and I 100% brutal run last night, constantly. Every time something was like, yeah, we got the water drop.
No shit, there's YouTube, and you look up Kenny Hotz, H-O-T-Z, Kenny
Except for a
Hotz,
couple of episodes.
and there's only like 2 episodes missing, and I can send those to you, and just watch the whole show, dude. If you like Impractical Jokers, you'll love Kenny vs. Spenny.
It's actually a really good show. I liked it when I first watched it. It's just I wanted somebody there to watch it with. And then when Chris came down, we watched the whole season of it, so I watched the rest of it with my wife. So
This tune is amazing. This tape is the best.
I really liked the latest episode as well, where they just put shit in his butt and they. And you know what? You know what I found amazing? I know that I'm old because
They won awards for that, by the way.
Huh?
They won awards for Pandemic.
Really? They should get a full series. I want it. I want to watch it.
They have enough footage to do it. The whole point was it was a full series, and then they only got the pilot, which sucks.
Oh man. The thing is, I know that I'm old because I didn't mind Spenny's song.
Which one?
The one about being stuck in a pandemic.
Oh, right, yeah.
Recorded in the middle of the road.
Spenny's great. He's so underrated, dude. Spenny's underrated.
He's not.
No,
I tried
he's
to watch all the other fucking shows.
so underrated, man.
And they all
Everyone...
sucked. I couldn't stand any one of them.
Yeah, but when he's with Kenny, he's brilliant. And when he's doing a live show on his own, he's brilliant. He just can't write comedy.
No, he needs to be with Kenny.
He's a good musician.
Kenny's the writer.
Grandpa, you are my first lover. Grandpa, you said there was
I like it when my favourite part of any entire series is when after it needs the Spenny being an asshole and jerkish and angry in the first place for it to count, but it's when he gets it. It's when he likes it. It's like with the clocks. With the clocks.
When he's just like, oh, you got me?
Yeah. The fact that he gets so angry so easily, when he actually goes, no, you're right. That's good. That's my favourite bits.
Listen to the director's commentary on the episodes and you'll get a whole new perspective. It's great. Anyway, that's it. We won't watch that again. We've watched it 3 times, and I did love it. I do want to watch it again because I love that tape.
You can keep it if you want.
Have you ripped it?
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I'll keep this one.
I mean, I've got the rest of the ones you want to keep. They have to come back to you when you set up your new place with the displays or whatever, but...
Anyway, I'm going to message Moshin. I'm going to message Jack separately, and we'll see kind of episodes for them to... Well, if they want to come together,
if not, it's going to be gardening. Because better homes and gardening.
Better homes and gardening. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully next time, if I get the rip in time...
Rip.
I'll set up new credits.
No, rip it yourself. You can keep it.
I'm just not going to be able to have time.
At 7 minutes, play it, rip it.
Yeah, but I have to do shopping today. I have to walk all the way to the shops.
You want to go together?
Yeah, I'm going to have another beer and then I'm going to go.
Yeah, alright, I'll come with you. That's
Sounds
my way
good.
home anyway.
Yeah, and then after that,
you got to jump on the trampoline for a while.
I don't have a trampoline,
Oh.
but we still have to talk to her
One day.
That's what we should have Jack over. We should have Jack over and
Jack
talk to the
reckons
trampolinist.
07 is his theme.
07? No, that's a.
I don't know what that means.
O being my face and 7 being
So
the
what does
the
that
salute.
mean?
It's a
The salute.
It's like a.
So you want to do an army video? Because we have the tattoo. We have a.
We'll do tattoo. Jack, come over with tattoo, motherfucker.
What do you reckon, Jack? You want to do a tattoo? I've got one on VHS.
We'll do tattoo.
We bought it at the
Tattoo,
recycle
man.
shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do
the
tattoo,
Scottish
man.
tattoo.
I remember tattoo. We watched it. We've already
Did
watched
we?
it.
Oh my god.
Are you coming over next week? Next week, are you down?
Oh my god, freaking hell.
He'll grab you. He'll grab you on the way. You can drink. You can
I'll-
get fucking hammered.
I'll go pick him up. We'll watch tattoo next week. I think that's amazing.
Can do. He said can. It's happening.
All right, we're doing.
I'm so
next
excited,
week.
man.
Oh my god, I have to rip that shit. That means I have to fucking watch it more than once.
This is gonna be
All
my
right,
favorite
tattoo.
episode.
That's
dude.
the funny thing, though. Like, it would be better to get Sky on for a tattoo because he does it himself. He's the Scottish guy. Who
Probably,
but hell, you said it. Let's do it. Let's do the tattoo.
And then the week after, Milsheen, you got to pick a. You've got
week after, Milsheen's coming over
until this
for the
time.
Garden.
Milsheen, you've got till this time next week to pick a theme.
Otherwise, we'll her out.
Otherwise, you're just coming on and we're watching shit, and you're going to be mad.
No, we'll pick something else.
No,
for Sky.
it's
okay.
gonna be no. If when Sky comes on, we'll pick something
Because
else.
we have to wait until Sky finishes his job because he's quitting.
Oh, he's quitting.
He's actually going to school at the moment.
Fuck yes.
Getting some more
They've
qualifications.
abused him for too long.
They have.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I need to message Sky. I need to call him at some point and just be like, "You're a legend."
Thank you for
and I'm
telling your family to fuck you off about the dead naming, and also
Yes!
thank you for quitting your job.
Just thank you for like taking care of yourself to that point, to
Yeah,
like
definitely.
taking it upon yourself to make your life the best it can
Absolutely
be.
agree.
Anyway, that's the end of the episode. And the end of the episode is going to be a just everybody. Sky is the best. That's
And I'm going to pick up Jack next week, apparently.
Jack is going to be on next episode. Apparently,
Sounds good. Tattooing. Gonna rip it.
tattoo. Dude.
Not actual tattoo.
I'm excited to have Jack on.
The
Honestly,
fucking. Do you remember what a tattoo is?
I know exactly what tattoo is.
All right, it's not.
I know what it is.
Oh,
And it's
God.
not the Russian band or whatever it was from the 90s.
Oh yeah, all the
It's
things that
somebody.
you say.
It's something else.
All the things that you say, running through my head. Running through my head.
Run through my head.
Yeah.
All the things you said. All the things you said. No, good. I'll stop. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. I'm going to go and do some shopping now so that
you
my
gotta get
wife
drunk
is
first, and then we'll do
happy.
shopping.
Well, I'm going to have another beer.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring a spare beer on the way. But yes.
Ooh, a traveller.
Yeah, what's without a traveller?
We're in Norlane. You can
We're
do
in
that
Norlane,
now.
no one cares.
When you get to the tidy point, you can't do it anymore. But for now,
I'll be done by then.
yeah, bullshit.
Is that a challenge? That's a challenge. It'll be done before I'm out the fucking door.
You have to ask me
Anyway,
first,
that's the end of the episode.
Oh, good.
Where's the
dancing.
camera now? I mean, so the thing is, before we quit, I do need to explain. The camera was there. In fact, it's still there.
It's still there. What's
You
wrong?
can see it to the right of the actual camera that's filming now. So here's the camera we're filming
1,
with
2,
now.
3 cameras. I can
There's
see.
that. That was the old camera. And I never got used to it being there because once I switched the room around and stuff, I was used to the whole idea of the camera being like on the side over here in the corner. So I was always looking in the corner. And then eventually I moved to here and I still just kept looking over there. And then when we started doing tape time, the camera was up here. The old episodes were up there.
Yeah.
And I was like so used to it being up there that when I eventually, Tori bought me a new webcam, which is the one we're using now, it's up there. It's right there. I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing at you, audience. It's rude, but I'm doing it. And I still just look up there like that's where the camera is. And it took me...
button that presses the credits. Seriously.
The credits are going up. All right.
Seriously, stop talking shit. Come on.
Goodbye.
I can't I kept since the day